Okay, I didn't know they had a countdown. So I had to try it out. I am here live. We're going to do some readings tonight. I'm going to start bantering while people slowly file in here, if I can do this. A moment to get everything set up here. This is my new crystal, my first and only. Got it from a friend of mine. You know who you are. So I wanted to show that off. Okay. Make sure my mic's on. Yeah. Okay. So I've grounded and protected and everything like that. There's some new protocols going over tonight here. I'm going to try not to go over anything. I just was in a deep meditation here with all the crew. I have my guide that I deal with. His name is Odar, and I work with him. And then I'm like, so who's coming? I Metatron, and I was surprised to hear that Raphael is going to be here. So that means there's going to be some people in need of energy healing. So this might come up. And don't be afraid to ask for that if you're wanting it. We can slip in an energy workup here in these tarot nights. And then if there's enough demand, I can veer off in another direction, create a whole new energy night. Hi. Hi, Tina. Andrea, hey. Okay. This is good. These feeds are coming through here. Now, I can't guarantee all of the messages will come through. I've had a lot of live nights where some of the messages don't go through. So I don't know, Andrea, if you can filter that or not. But some of them just get missed altogether. They don't show up on my feed or anything. So I'm going to go into a little bit of rant. Hopefully my cat, I locked her out. She's going to start. Hopefully she doesn't freak out. She's she's starting. But I'm going to get into a little bit of an energy report of what I've been feeling going on, and probably everybody else has been feeling as well while people roll in. So I have been told, and I'm getting validation outside. The more I search for validation, the more I receive in the way of what is going on. Thanks, Andrea. With the energies now, I have a hard time expressing what I sense and feel because there's really no words for a lot of the stuff that I see and feel. So, but basically, we were trying just 15 minutes ago, trying to get some kind of formulation here, and from even like 2018, they're saying the positive and negative energy from each other and not be so commingled is the sense that I got for this 3D to 4D transition, which we're in, right? We're increasing, accelerating. So, hey, Angela, thanks for coming in. I'm just going to explain a little bit about the energies that I'm feeling over this time. And again, the 21st to the 23rd is the crux point of switching these energies. In what way, I'm not exactly sure, but what I'm sensing at this point, the only way I can explain it is that we have positive and negative energies overlapping and mingling in through in through everybody's field. This timelines, this could be in the way of positive and negative entities, period. A lot of this. So if you're of high frequency or are an energy worker, you will feel this highly tugging and pulling on, even on issues that we've already dealt with. We may be feeling tugging in that way. So over this time, and I mean last month, but more so these next few days, try and keep your energy as high vibe as possible, because how do I put it? I'll say universal energies, but it's just not limited to that. They are going to be making changes based on the vibration that you're resonating at. So at this time, those changes can be incorporated. We don't want to be in a negative vibration because this can pull us in one way or another. If we are solely of high vibration, it should not be a problem. I have to let my cat in. She's just going to keep doing this. Just give me a second here. Come on, get in. Oh, okay, get going. She's just not going to give up. She almost opened. Well, she did open my door during one of my lives. So anyway, can everybody hear me? I think so, because everybody's so yeah, so I feel like the energies are intermingled. They're pulling and tugging at everybody's field to ground and protect everybody before I even work on them, above and beyond what you can do for yourself. So you can amp that up as well, because there's just so many areas here. And then I took extra 15 minutes to really smoothly go right in there and with high intent to lock anything but love and light out, so that we can get no infiltration. So whatever you need to do that, and even like before session or after, but I will help you with that as we go forward here. So funny cat, she is I got a soul contract with her, and she is my spiritual protector, and I did not know this. Again, highlighted outside, validated outside. She'd be here. It's like she's the gatekeeper, and she just, look at, here she comes. Like she has to look at her laying. She's laying right down. I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't really, but there's her butt there. Miss Priss, you have to move. So anyway, I'm gonna leave her be, because if I don't, she really puts up a fuss. She just feels more content, and of course, when the energies are coming in, right, it's higher vibration, so they feel better, so they want to be closer to that. So I'm gonna try and leave her as much as I can here. So we're gonna get motor in here. So anybody that's coming in for, I'm feeling like I may do a little bit, depending on the time that I have here, a little bit more expansion on the energies here. But I think a lot of people are feeling the tug and the pulls between the positive and negative within themselves. It's just from micro to macro, this is all expanding. I feel like we're coming to the end of the rope here, with like something's going to be cut here over these next few days, literally. So it was interesting when I was setting the date for this night. They said the 21st, because it's right. It's smack dab in the middle of the cutoff of these negative energies really having as much pull as they have up to now, is the sense they're giving me. Very, yeah. Yeah. So how would I just, those are ground that you need from that we ingest. The cells to regenerate, it can bring us down in vibration, da da da. So it's kind of a 6 1/2 dozen. We need our protein to help with our cells to rebuild, but we need the vegetables to help with the light within the cells, and da da da. So yeah, exactly, Angela, because there's a lot of the solstice, right? It's a light switch. We're cutting off this energy and working into another. This is where the seasons change. Why do they change? Because there's a shift, right? So it's all of this. Okay, Nico, Pico train, we gotta move, buddy. You're gonna have to go over here. Okay, you can sit there, perch all you want. Okay, so I'm gonna start in here. If we have anybody wanting readings, I've got cards for work, I've got cards for love, I've got regular cards, and I've got chakra cards. Nothing too wacky, and universal cards. Yeah, why did I not uncover those? Okay, so I'm gonna start shuffling. And if anybody's feeling like they want a reading, just speak up. And we'll start a list here so far. We only got a few people in here that are connected. So, oops. So I'm going to start shuffling. I feel like this deck is highlighted at this point. And then any two. Is that a cutoff? Yeah. Oh, that's not good. So hopefully we don't have too many problems. It is a high time too, from 6:30 to 8:39 is high time on the net here, but I thought it'd be the most convenient. So Yeah, if anybody's wanting to step up, and we'll start it. So I'm going to shuffle a few decks here and get moving and see if there's anything wants to be said here. Okay. And if anybody wants any healings or energy, if they're having a hard time with the negativity, getting Metatron coming forth saying there's people here that need energy healing. They need top-ups on their energy. So if we want to get into that, we can do that as well. Feel free. I only got one on the radar here, but okay, that one's shuffled, ready to go. Yeah, because there's people, either they're shuffling people in, or there will be people here coming for that in that way. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. After the 23rd, there's going to be a they're explaining it to me as a drop off in an energy. Now, let me filter this here. Yeah, for those that are on the positive end here over these next few days, right? Over the solstice switch of energy, those that are in positive, mostly vibe, and this goes with, like, you could be of positive, higher vibration most of the time, but are being sucked down. Even those that are they're going of purity, right? With intent to help others outward, this kind of thing. If we are in that energy field, we're going to feel a drop off. Now, give me a moment, because they're expressing this in emotion, not in words. It's going to feel a little bit lost, a little bit not a depressive. They're going to make note that we don't have a depressive state here. We have, it's like we felt full, now we feel like there's something missing. So it's a little bit of an illusional. There she goes again. Stay out of my water. Little bit of an illusional feeling here. This give me a minute. They're needing to express this to people. There's some people here that are in the know somewhat. Now, don't be alarmed by this frequency is what they're saying. There's just no need to be alarmed. This is part of the flow. We're going to feel that missing and more fulfilled on the other end. This may take up to 7 days, 7 to 10 days to completely unfold, is what they're telling me here. Definitely feeling okay. 2 on my side. 2, I'm having to refresh the page. Oh man, I don't know why this is doing that. I was having problems earlier as well loading things up here, and it's kind of kicking me. The things are coming back up. That must be what it is. What the hell? I wonder if it's my 2 videos here. Trying to do too much here. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna finish my thought here, because it's Metatron here. It's trying to come in and say there is going to be a frequency adjustment over the next while. That's why it's imperative that we stay high vibe, because it will be felt less harsh, right? Less. It's not going to be harsh, no matter. It's just going to be a feeling of lost. And if we don't know what is coming, we could panic. Through this is the sense that they're giving me. We don't want people to panic because it's an unheard of feeling. It's like a loss, like something's missing. And if we don't have an explanation for what that is, okay, This is what they're telling me now. Okay, I didn't expect this here. They're just wanting to reiterate that. I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of a more of a frequency explanation after the readings here. I'm going to get into it. The buffering. Okay. So yeah, so if anybody's wanting energy done tonight, we can go there. We're not opposed, because somebody here's needing it is what I'm getting from them. And if we're feeling a little low, having a hard time keeping ourselves positive, just let me know. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these one more time, and I'm going to shuffle my romance deck one more time. So anybody wanting a reading, key in here. I'm hoping that we get enough connectivity here to keep up with the conversation. That's good. Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, this is good, because if it's positive, that means that you're on the right side of the tracks and you're getting your payback. Dharma, right? Good karma, dharma. So this is good. Those that are paying off karma, it's going to be heavy there as well, in a bad way. So this is all coming down to the wire here. Now, I don't know if there's a cutoff here on the 21st, 23rd in that way, but they are telling me time has something to do with it. Like there's a time allowance here that is kind of crunching things, like lining things up, where we could do at our leisure. Now we have to deal no matter things coming at us. And I know my world has sped up quite a bit here. So I'm just relaying that. Okay. This is a good, as long as they're good things, right? And change is always good. You just have to decipher. Okay, so nobody's wanting a reading? Angela, you want a reading? Anybody? Andrea, Angela, TMS might be having problems with buffering here. I'm gonna take a sip. They told me to get water. Don't be shy. That's what I'm here for. What? No, you stay there. Stay. Come on, lay down here. Lay down. Andrea, you want to start off the show here? Okay. What area? We got spirituality, got work, we got above and below, like spiritual cards as well. Okay, TMS too. Well, see, that's interesting. I didn't see that before. You just make yourself comfortable and lay all over them cards there, Cat. Jeez, you're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Okay. You know what, Andrea? I'm gonna shift you because I know you can take it. TMS, you want to read, and then we'll go to Andrea. Okay, TMS, Andrea. I'll write that down. Look at my cat. She's gonna go ape funny here. You're gonna give me a challenge. Okay, so TMS, what area? Oh, are you touching? Don't touch. Did you want just a general read? So Angela said, okay, you're gonna have to. You can't. Sorry. You can't. Okay, there's 3 there. Okay. So we're talking about a relationship, so I'll go to that. We'll go there first right away. And I feel like you can't quit smoking because you haven't made up your mind yet. I was just having a conversation. If your mindset is in the frequency you want to, I mean, the addictive quality is okay. But we just haven't made up our mind to do it. We don't feel no reason. We don't have to, so we don't. Okay, TMS here. We're going to go see what we can find here. Okay, I'm going to switch over. Alrighty. crystal ball a little bit out of the way here. Sorry, I got cards all over the place. I'm going to try and tap in here. If it was a life and death situation, we would do it, right? It's just not that. Give me a minute here. Okay, why were you ghosted? Okay, we'll go there. My nose is itchy already. I'm going to use the divine cards as well here. A certain way that to shuffling is tedious. There's a certain way I shuffle, and if they tell me one more, I keep going. Okay, here we go. Now I cut. Okay, we're going. What are we doing? Pyramid of 3. Okay, I'm not doing reversals, but they're going. We have to take note. I'll do lots here. Hold on, this might be a little bit. First one always gets the longest read here. Okay, we start out. Can you see these? Yeah, they're upside down to you. Okay, just give me a minute here. I'm getting in the mode. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords. This guy likes to get under the truth. There's truth here, right? We don't know why. Why did they? Okay, that sounds good, Andrea. Why did they ghost me? We don't know. So we're trying to get underneath there. We're trying to figure it out. And they're going, we have to take into account a lot of these cards were reversed, even though I don't usually do reversals. They're going, it is significant. So the sense here is that even ourselves, we don't want to know. There's a part of us that wants to know, is trying to dig, but it's like we don't want to know because we already kind of know instinctively, but we don't want to hear it from the partner. It's like we're trying to dig around everything but the point. Like we don't go and ask that person outright. Is the sense I'm getting? It's like, why don't we just we're not getting answers there. Okay, now the next card we get is this, yeah, of Wands, which is taken off, leaving, right? So that would coincide with your situation there, someone just taking off and leaving. Then we have the 7 of Cups. Now that is about, so the sense that I'm getting here, give me a minute. 7 of Pentacles, or 7 of Cups, is about paying a lot of attention and affection to someone. Now they're going, this reversal is significant. These 3 were all reversed. Well, one here, they're going, there's no love. Okay, now just bear with me here. It's hard to hear, and I can be quite blunt. And the sense here, now I will need validation on this. The sense they're giving me is that our partner wasn't affectionate with us, either in public or overall. They weren't as affectionate as we wanted them to be, or vice versa. Like either we weren't paying them attention or they weren't paying us attention, and this may have been a red flag. The sense here is somebody didn't have enough love either for themselves or the partner in this situation. Now, does this make sense, TMS? Now, the Empress is here talking about family, motherhood. You may be a mother, or you may be in a situation where you created a family with this person, or we just may have been in a position where we thought this person was on the same page as us. We thought we were in love. We thought they were in love with us, but there's some secrecy here. We have the Empress by the High Priestess. Give me a minute. Yeah, somebody's holding back here. Obviously, right? It would be that person that ghosted. There is something here. Now, there's a lack of love. If it's not from you, it's from them. They maybe didn't feel like this was everything they wanted to invest in. Now, give me a minute. I'm going to clarify here. Did this just recently happen? I'm having a hard time grabbing that energy and pulling it in. It's like it's either it was a long time ago, or we're both kind of holding on to this loosely and moving on to other things. Somebody here is their energy is really faded. Like faded, like not as strong. Okay. Well, you don't have to go into it, but the bottom line here, I'm getting a sense somebody just didn't I'll go deeper here. I'll pull a few more and see if we can. Why can't I quit? You might have to go. Have you tried hypnosis or different things in that way? We could do that here. I can pull some smoking and alcohol. All of that is quite harsh. I mean, I can pull it, but if we have no willpower to how do you say, if we have no willpower to keep it up, or no effort is put in on our end to, because I can pull some things off of you, addiction qualities, for a period of up to 3 to 7, 10 days, and you can get into a routine if you have a plan for that, for smoking, right? But if you forget about it and go, oh yeah, I got all this work done, but you're not intensively putting an effort in, it just will come back. It will just flood back. I would suggest hypnosis. You could probably even get a hold of free hypnosis stuff on like YouTube or something. Go to bed with it every night of the week or every day, or put the headphones in, that kind of thing. And then I can pull, literally tonight, I can pull some of that addictive quality off of you. And I can do things like I can give you, with your permission, I can make it taste like something you absolutely hate, like a food that you absolutely hate. You go and you smoke it and it's like, ugh, tastes like broccoli. I can do that. I can mess around with that, taste buds and whatnot. If that's if you want to try something like that. But the problem is that if we don't put we got to put a lot of effort into that, right, to make it happen. I'll ask you that. They said ask one question. How far have we gotten in this with this smoking? They're going, how far have we gotten? Have we relieved for a certain time period, or how far have we gotten on our own without kind of help in that way, or have we gotten help in what's happened? They're asking me to ask you that about the smoking, and I'm going to get into this while you answer that. Because I can pull things off. Yeah, we can do that to help boost, if you are in the right mindset. If we're just flippant, like, maybe I should ask about smoking, we're not in the right mindset. But only you would know that, right? Yeah, I'm getting already. We have a hard time. They are showing me that we try, but we get headaches. Is what I'm getting. From this, I'm not getting a lot of feedback here. They're saying we get headaches, and then we don't even want, like, almost like achy, physically achy. So we can take some of that patterning off and redo that. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards here. Okay, what are we getting? Upside down again. Okay, I'm going to hold on here. I'm going to create another over top. Are we? Okay. Okay, what I'm getting here. There is a cycle here. The World card is about things coming to an end, a completion, a successful completion. So it's almost like the sense I'm getting is someone's in denial here of a relationship that kind of either needed to go or was on its way out, or we're not wanting to see that. But the sense is kind of, we did our job. Maybe it was karmic, maybe it was here for a reason, right? And that reason is justified, like that we've had our what needed to be accomplished was accomplished. So there's yeah, give me a minute here. 9 of Wands, yeah, stress and anxiety about the closure of things. Somebody here doesn't want to close things. I feel like that's you. The Chariot is about movement. Five of Coins, that's the feeling of being left out, right? Someone not communicating properly about their plans. This is 7 of Wands. Here, interestingly enough, 7 of Wands is usually about a defensive stance, and that's kind of the same thing here. Is we're working on a barrier against this person, um, but unable to kind of pull in that put the last hammer down. Now, the Tower is here. The sense they're giving me is we're wanting to avoid a tower. Somebody here, may not be you, it may be them wanting to avoid disaster. So somebody here knew instinctively this isn't the path I want to go on. They did not communicate that to the partner, or something here preventing them from wanting to go forward. Just not, their heart wasn't in it. I'm getting this is reversed, and they're going, it's significant. Their heart wasn't in it enough for them to continue. Okay. Now, somebody, yeah, but yet, there's a lack of affection. Someone's reason here is lack of affection. I didn't get what I needed out of this. I didn't get my half of the 50-50 split here in affection or anything like that. Somebody feels that very strongly. Okay. Okay, Loopy. I'll put you on the list here. Okay. Because I'm getting a sense here someone felt like they weren't getting enough affection. Now, the Chariot, too, that could be that trip that you were talking about. But the sense that I'm getting is somebody rushing in. Yeah, he may be using that as liquid courage, right? The drinking. But again, the universal energies are supporting healing at this time. If we're in denial of looking at the self to heal all of these things coming up, a lot of these people are going and putting themselves in positions where we're kind of just reaching out to those that we care about, but not knowing how to deal with our own selves. This is, I'm getting this highly now, that because the more you gave me right there, there's a lot. Tower moment. They may have a sense that they're not in the right place here, or someone's not getting enough here, not knowing what to do about any of it, and then somebody's putting up a barrier. So I feel like it's not you that's putting up the barrier. I feel that's their energy of putting up the barrier. That may be their energy, not yours, is stressing out about it. There's a cycle here that is coming to conclusion. Queen of Wands, Hierophant, 2 Swords. Yeah. Were we talking marriage and got cold feet? Didn't know if that's where we wanted to go. Yeah, there's the drink right there. Here's the drinking. Okay, here we go. Just give me a minute. Yeah, there's very these two cards here telling me has very much a sentimental value here, but he really has to just clean up his life, is the sense. We have a lot of fun together. No doubt. That is the funnest, happiest, like giggle till you pee card. That card. So it's not like we don't have fun together, but but yet somebody's feeling like there's a lack of affection. There's truths that I need to hear that I'm not hearing. And they took off because they didn't feel loved, period. They didn't feel loved the way they wanted it to come through. Now, whoever that is, you'll have to figure that out if it's you or them. Somebody on the other side is coming through with an energy like, yeah, they just said, I don't know if I can do this, if I can keep up here. We're wanting, sorry, I'm turning everything upside down here. We're wanting to be in a calm, cool, collective state. We want to build up our finances if we're well on our way to doing that. Um, we may have someone here that doesn't have that has their shit together, the woman, and we may have someone here that does not, the man, and or the partner. And if that's the way that it is, we may have a problem here living up to that or dealing with that. And that's the tower they're trying to avoid. And we feel distant, even though we may be putting ourselves in a prison of our own mind, not discussing with the partner. We're still excluding ourselves because they think it's better to do it that way, because they don't know what to do or how to do it. But look what's here. So you guys may be a mated pair, but you got some dealing to do here. Somebody put a boundary down. Did you? But you're saying he ghosted. But there's a sense here somebody put their foot down before that. Somebody said something before that. And even though this person here didn't take it seriously, they felt it. This is what I'm getting. That makes sense. So I don't know. This is kind of a conundrum. Somebody has to grow up and uh into their life a little more. They may have problems gaining stability in the financial area. They may have problems just gaining their footing where they fit in the world. They want to be this king, but I feel like they still got tendencies here where they're a page. So they got to work through some things here. They're smart enough to know that if I go in here, I could screw things up royally. So they're trying to go on their own and clean themselves up, but they got no discipline for it, is the sense I get. And I also get that if marriage has been broached here, yeah, because they're showing me through this card here. I don't know if this is validating. That we may have had, like, this ghosting came just after something really great happened, like a really great night between the both of yes. And then all of a sudden they took off. Give me a minute to tap in there. Because they're realizing this is what I want for the rest of my life. But and well, it's a good thing they're taking it seriously. They're thinking, feeling it deeply, but they can't make up their mind if they're ready for this or not, is what they're getting. This is the next card and the Two of Cups. So be careful, because they may be running away to another. This is like going away to another lover. Two of Cups. So they may be having some choices here of who to go to, and you really can't. Yeah, and until they make up their mind, you're just going to be in limbo. So I would just hang tight. Try and express yourself as clearly as you can to them about how you feel about them if they give you that chance. If they don't, uh, they just need time to deal with their situation and whatnot. They may be thinking about things in their lives. This card here, this man is going to give flowers to what? A statue. So there's, in their mind, they have an idea of what they want. And in reality, it's something else. So they have to decide, am I going to take this, or am I going to try and go for that dream, whatever that is? And is that dream realistic? This is all part of the mix here of where they're going. Yeah. you know, it's in the air, but somebody here just doesn't know if they're ready for it. But they are deeply, deeply spiritually attached. They have great fun, and I'm telling you this, you guys, when it's good, where is it? It's really good. Um, and they walked. Give me a minute, or maybe that's your energy that's feeling really clear and happy, like the very clear vision that this is what I want, and then somebody walking away. But the reason they're walking away is because they are taking it seriously. So part of that is good, because it's as warped as it sounds. Um, they need a hang time to figure out if this is the direction they want to go. And they may have, when this card comes out, that's a secret rendezvous. They may be going off to see someone or talk to someone, or covertly. It's just too bad they couldn't tell you about it. But maybe they did. Were we listening? I don't know. Somebody's feeling unloved. That person that's feeling unloved, I feel that's not the person that took off. I feel like that's you. I feel like you, hey Tina. So anyway, it's making sense. I hope it did something for you here, because I could go on and on, but I'm kind of getting nowhere, because there's a decision that has to be made by this guy, and he's just he doesn't know what he wants, so he has to figure that out. And he may have another possibility. Again, when I have this card, this is more of an energy of dreamland. I want to dream of this, and then I have, this one in person, and he's comparing, does the dream match up to, can I get, what have I seen, da da da. So this is what he's going through. He's really getting funneled. Are you going to make the decision or not? He may not have the decision to make for very long, because I'll tell you, a lot of these people that are getting partnered up, if they do not, um a train's going to leave the station here, right? um there's inlets coming everywhere, and that may be what's happened to him. He may have had another inlet, a possibility that he doesn't know quite. He's maybe not gone far down that road, and this may happen to you, and he better make up his mind what direction he's going to go, because the opportunity may not stick around, is the sense. Hopefully that made sense, or gave you something there to chew on. But the sense that I'm getting is just he's got to get his life in gear, and until he does that, he's just, he's got to figure it out on his own, right? And you can't do that sometimes with a partner by your side. You have to really figure and know that, because if you do it with a partner, you could end up resenting them for it. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm just, oh, thanks, hearts, love. Oh, I'm shuffling the wrong stuff. Okay, so TMS. Okay, where are we here? Okay, so Andrea, yeah, and then we had another A word. Give me a minute. Where I was here. Well, thanks, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Maria. Okay. Yeah, I kind of went long there, but Angela. Angela was the next one. Okay. Okay. Okay, Angela, what area did you, if she's still here, if not, we can bump up few comments. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Angela, what area? I got spiritual, love, or work, or general, whatever. So I'm just gonna cut these down, get rid of the energy. I would love a work reading. Thank you. Potential change of work. I'm feeling I may be leaving my current workplace for a new workplace. Okay. So I'll put this one. Okay, Angela. Here we go. Shuffle my work. I get the feeling you're an earth sign. Am I wrong? I could very well be wrong, but I get a feeling if you're not an earth sign, you're someone who, is very work is life kind of thing. What do they come out here? Temperance and Nine of Cups. Okay, in reverse. I'm going to leave these cards here. Getting an energy from that Nine of Cups. Almost like either our job's not fulfilling or something that happened at our job is unfulfilling, and but there's the Temperance card here kind of saying just hold your horses here. Like rash decisions might be something you have to look at here in the way of be careful. Like spontaneous decisions. I'm a Cancer. Okay, work is life. Yes, all the Cancers are like all the Cancers I know, they're workaholics, man. Okay. So right vibe, wrong sign. Okay. Okay, we're gonna flip these around. Okay. We start off here. The Queen of Swords. Look at this. Okay. This can be about business meetings. This can be about meetings with higher ups. But they're always a good exchange. Like if you're coming into the office, you're going to get a talking to. We appreciate your work. We enjoy your work. You're going to get a raise, or you're going to get into Nico, please. She's look at this. I don't know. You can't even catch her on the cam there because she's. Oh, okay. It's about meetings with people where we get exciting news. Like this could be a hire, someone hiring us, or we meet someone and have an interview, and we just really get along with their vibe. So we may be having this at work or finding this outside of work. Okay. So that could be that. Okay, let's go further because it seems like they're pushing us ahead here. Queen of Wands. Okay. Nico, please. Queen of Wands. Give me a minute. Because the Queen of Wands, she's about this one here, right? It's this woman. She's telling this kid, don't put your hand in there. You're going to get burnt. The kid's putting their hand in there knowing that they can get burnt. Now, either we did this at work, we have an energy like this around us, or we're doing this as we're going into a new job. Like have we gotten some information here from, okay, this job interview that we're going to, if we had some negative press there, is the sense I'm getting is we may have, like, okay, how do you explain? It's like we're going into this interview because it's an open door, but we may have either heard negative rumors or negative something, or maybe told by somebody else there's something wrong there or a bad vibe somewhere. This is what I'm getting. Or this is something going on at work. Something in that energy. Okay, we'll move on. Mind my cat. The next card we have is the Ten of Wands. Yeah. And that's someone coming home late from work. So we may be in this job, putting in a lot of hours, overtime, coming home late at night, and kind of we don't have a life but work. Work is life here, obviously, but literally this is the card for it saying we're coming home, it's late at night, we go to bed, and that's it. So we may be overworked at the job that we're at. Is this why we're looking elsewhere? Okay. Next card we have is the Chariot. It can be about travel. Here it's interesting because if you look at the card, I don't know if you can tell through this camera. It's a crappy camera. There's little dots, almost like we're in space, stars. You can't really see it. There's little shiny dots everywhere on the card, kind of signifying magical times. The Chariot can be about contrast. It can be about happy moments. Here, I'm getting a sense of pleasure within a grouping. So if we're talking about work, that can signify that as well. So somewhere here, I feel like we're looking, it's the other side of the fence syndrome is what we got here. We're looking over there and looking over the other side of the fence. They look like they're happy. You, it's a newer place for the interview. Yes, I do a lot of work at my current job and I'm ready for a new change. Because I'm getting a sense that we're kind of looking over there. It looks better. It looks shinier. People get along more. Happy vibe. This is what I'm getting, and maybe we're not feeling that so much in our work. Okay, that's validated. So, Knave of Wands. That's a Page of Wands here. Okay, yeah. See this woman. She's the salamanders about that fire energy, trying to get us moving and get us into new energy. And the Knave is a messenger of good news. Now, this job interview could have, how we got it could have been the good news we wanted to hear, or it could be the result, meaning we go and have this interview and get good news from it. Now, the thing is here is there's a sense of fear. Like if you look at this woman's face, she's not really enjoying it. She's kind of fearful. So this could be part of what you're feeling, a little bit of fear going in. Or is it the transition that we're fearing? Just give me a minute here. Then we have the Knave of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, the Knave of Pentacles. So is this an office job? I don't know. Because this could signify an office job. It could also signify a job where we are doing a lot of research. And just wanting to feel more grounded. Give me a moment here. These two are linked. There's a fear here. Yeah, we want to feel more grounded in a job. We don't feel grounded in our job. Is where we're at. This is why we're moving, is what I'm getting here. Is there travel involved to get, like, do we have to travel more to get to this new job? Now I'm going to incorporate these cards that fell out. Temperance. Because the sense they're giving me is be careful that we don't jump to kind of too soon. And the Nine of Cups is about wishes coming true here, but it was in the reverse. So really the overall energy that I'm getting here is be careful how much what do you call that? Expectation you put in this new job to fulfill you is the sense they're giving me, because it may not make us as happy as we think. Because this is in reverse. And they're going, take our time. If this opens up this door, all is not as it seems, right? Just take your time with it, the transition or the switch or whatever, because the sense here they're giving me is it may not be as happy as we predict. Now, I'm gonna go underneath here. Yeah, this is interesting. Because I said, what's the energy we're getting here? Like, what's going to be on the other side of the fence? Now they have the Four of Wands. Now, usually that's about stability. And I feel like financial stability, some way here. Okay, it's less travel. Some way here, we get more stability out of this job. We feel there's something here that's better out of this job. But if you look closely at the people here, everybody's doing their job, but nobody's communicating. The vibe and it may not be the vibe, it may be the money, it may be the stability, it may be something else here drawn us there for whatever reason. And it may be that closer, it's closer. So but beware that the sense they're giving me is that this high vibe stuff that we think may not be all it's cracked up to be. It's not like it's going to be the most negative place on earth, but it may not be with all the expectation that we put into it. So if we just ground out our expectations and say, you know what, this is going to be a sideways move, I feel like there's benefits here. Otherwise you wouldn't go there, right? And those benefits are there. Those logical benefits are there, but the mood, there's something about the mood here. But But yet the person that hires us or whatever, I think that we'll get along with. But it may not be everybody, right? And there may be, but I don't see it as being what do you call that? Deal breaker. I do feel though this card here, there won't be no more of this. It'll be like if we were kind of being abused for overtime, or if we're putting overworking. I don't feel this in this new job. I don't feel that. I feel it's 5 o'clock. We're done. That's it. We're gone. Somebody else come in. That's it. There's no overworking is what I get. So if we're trying to get rid of that, that will be accomplished in this new job, because I feel like there's strict rules here as to hours and whatnot. Whereas here, we were really putting, we may have had people, how you say, not abusing, but overusing them to a degree where they're too tired to stand up, whatever. Okay. So, I feel like in this other job, you just won't have that problem at all, because they just don't allow it. They have a certain set of hours and that's it. And there's nothing that needs to happen that you need to stay 3-4 hours to get stuff done. It can be done tomorrow or the next shift or whatever, or there's other people who do it, right? Because I feel like too, there's people that come in and open it and people that come in and close it, and you're in between. So that is this correct? Okay. Yeah. So there's no need for that. So if you're looking for that relief, you'll absolutely get it. But just be aware of what you're expecting out of it, because in the sense that I'm getting, it's not deal breakers. It's just may not be what we're dreaming of, that fulfilling us in that certain way. But it will take away this overwork thing. Absolutely. And really the sense I'm getting is there just may be a few characters here that are very stringent, meaning that they have high boundaries and you can't do that. So a little more abrasive to work with. But if we're okay and we can, finagle that, we're okay. That's the only thing they're giving me a warning of for that. So, and I feel like it's a sideways move for you. I don't feel like, but there's benefits, non-monetary, they said. So like you're saying there, it's closer. That may be, whatever. So it looks okay. It looks all right. And we do need to slow down is what they said. So this is all good. Okay, Nico, come on. So hopefully that helps you in some way, or helps you see clearer, right? To make up your mind there. And if you can transition slowly, do so, they said. I don't know if you're going to want to backtrack. I don't think so. But the sense they're giving me is just try and transition slowly, if that's possible. So hopefully, Angela, that helps you. Okay. I'm just going to, Nico, you can't, but yeah, you got to go. I know. Love you. Okay. Thing went flying. Okay, so that was Angela. Now, who was next? There's a couple in here, eh? Heart's Love here. And Mao and Loopy Loop. They're still here. Loopy, you are next. Okay. Thanks, Andrea, because there wasn't anything about my future. Dating, finance, anything else revealed. Okay. So we'll go into that. Okay. Okay, Loopy. Just give me a second. You know what? I'm letting you out. That's it. You can't come back. I'm serious. Hold on. Okay. That's it. No more. In and out. In and out. Alrighty. Okay. So we'll go with the work cards again here. And future relationship, dating, and finance. Okay. And we're going to bring the relationship cards. Okay. I keep getting that. It's not Loopy though, it's Sloopy. Isn't that song? Hang on, Sloopy or something? I don't know. It's old school. so much. God bless. I appreciate this very dearly. Awesome, Angela. Thank you very much for trusting me. Open that door for you. It's all good. Okay, so they're telling me to bring the chakra cards in actually to clarify. So I will do, and we'll get stuff out of there. So we'll do, yeah. Okay. That. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go slowly here. Okay, the first card here is the Chariot again. So that could be about travel. That can be about decisions and choices. Give me a minute here. Yeah. They're going traditional. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, movement and okay, so we got the Chariot here. That is a symbol. The Chariot is a vehicle. It gets us from point A to point B. They want me to go to that meaning. Now, when we get the Ace of Wands, that is about action, taking action. That is about passion, moving in the directions of our passions. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is about stress, heartbreak, anxiety. Is there something now? Okay, this could go in love or romance, but I'm getting a sense here as well that it could be work. So wherever you see it fitting. But the sense here is we're trying to move into our passion here, but we're not. There's things that are stressing us out about it. Give me a moment here. Yeah, I feel like this is about like we're very passionate about this. Is these they're confusing me because these are the work cards, but they're saying it is about the romance. Yeah, we want to go towards something with great passion, and something here is preventing us from doing that, or we got a rejection outright, or we got hurt outright, but we're still wanting to go there, or is that door still open? This is what I'm kind of getting here. Okay, I'm gonna one more. Okay, now we're gonna expand here. Nine of Swords. Yeah, somebody's in high thought here. Ooh, okay, not good. Okay, I'm going to leave it open. Whether this is work or love, there's a high betrayal factor here, or someone here doing things that are not making us happy, stressing us out here. Nine of Swords can also be about us putting ourselves. No, that's the Nightmare card. They're telling me here, give me a minute. We have some thoughts about what our partner's doing. We don't know what our partner's doing, but we have thoughts about it stressing us right out. The High Priestess is about instinct. Again, not speaking to the partner about it. Why is that? We have a great passion welling up inside. We're not wanting to discuss it because it could possibly pull us apart here. So, yeah, we got a high. Do I shuffle or bottom? High instinct. Yeah, someone's needing a lot of strength to make the next move here. I feel like that may be you, Loopy. I feel like we're at a point here where we've wrapped ourselves in so much stress and anxiety about what our partner's doing. Okay, they're going to clarify with 9 of coins. And Queen of Coins. Okay. 9 of Coins is about someone being single and enjoying themselves. Now, do we feel that someone that we have an interest in here or a partner is going out and playing the single life without us included? Or have we been rejected from this person to the point that they're single? This is what I'm getting. There's like, I feel like somebody's thinking their partner's going out and cheating on them, or um, the sense that we're not an item. Like, we're thinking we're an item and we're stressed out because we feel like this person is going out looking for other partners, or may have done that right in front of our face. Something like this. This is our fear, but it's also Queen of Coins. She's stable and grounded and secure. So somebody here has their life pretty much the way that they want it, and they are single. The sense that I'm getting here is we may be very, okay, this could be your side or their side. Someone here is very sturdy financially. They're very much secure in who they are and what they want. Either we or they want to have a relationship, and I feel like either somebody's broached that line or we are getting involved with that person, but we still feel like they're single. Does this make sense, Loopy? Because the sense I'm getting is someone here, they just don't know where they stand in the relationship. But the other person stands single. So the sense here is we haven't nailed this relationship down. Now, does this make sense? I don't know how long you've been together, but the sense I'm getting here is that somebody's stressed about the status of the relationship, and somebody thinks there is no status. So it's like a lack of communication. Love is stressing me more than work. Yeah, because I'm not getting a lot of work here, honestly. And it is, yeah, it's all stressful, and we're thinking the worst thing about the other partner, but I feel like there's no communication here to straighten everything out. I feel like we got a lot of passion for the partner. It's like we're scared to ask them to date, or are we dating, or because the sense I'm telling you, somebody is single and still available, and I feel like this 7 of Swords is about someone kind of looking back, going, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Almost like one partner here knows that the other partner is more invested, but we're not a couple yet, or we're not solid yet, or we're not committed yet. So I'm going to still be single. Somebody's got this attitude. Okay. So we just need to communicate, because this person here, they're very solid in being single and whatnot. Or do we know this? The sense that they're giving me is we kind of know this, but we need to, for our own sanity, go up to this person and say, look, do you want to be exclusive, or, or is that a go, or can I not? You know what I mean? Because you're stressed out, but this person has no clue that you're stressed out. They may have, well, let's put it this way, they may have a clue, but they're not going to adjust anything until they're confronted to say, look, do you want to, make things official, or what do you want to do here? Because there's a sense here of not nailing the relationship down. And one person is kind of using that, and I'm presuming it's the other person, kind of using that to their benefit and going, yeah, well, we're not labeling it, so I'm free and easy, that kind of thing. I'm where I want to be, is this person is really, I'm where I want to be. And I don't know whether or not they want to be nailed. Queen of Swords. Yeah, they have boundaries here that they want to keep. Maybe we know this instinctively. That's why we're not going forward, because we want our cake to eat it, So you just have to ask, where do you stand? Ask him where you stand, leave it open for him to say, and then you make up your mind from there. I think that's your best bet here, because I feel like he's just in a mindset where I'm good right now. But he does have, with the Queen of Swords heading up this, he does have some boundaries here he'll lay. You just have to, I think instinctively what those are. So if you could either leave it open, you can do whatever you want there. But to me, from my perspective here of what I see, it's kind of not worth the stress, because this guy's kind of footloose and fancy free. I don't feel he's kind of rubbing it in your nose, but he ain't going to push to nail this down unless you say something. and he ain't gonna change unless you bring it up. So this is what I'm getting. And if we want to limit something here, we could get booted out. We could say, you know what, I just want to play single and whatever. Then you have to decide from there. But it's kind of like you need to have the strength to go in there and just deal with it, like lay it out and say, you know, I don't know where I stand here. Like, this is driving me crazy. Can we just put a label on it? What is it? And he'll go, well, I'm single, whatever. Then you know, or you know, or yeah, well, maybe we could start dating or whatever. It's because it's like, yeah, it's in limbo and nobody wants to nail it. And I'll tell you, his end, he ain't gonna nail it, not because he's trying to avoid, but because he just well, maybe he is, I don't know. He does have limitations here. But the High Priestess here is telling me you kind of know what he's after and what he's going for. And that's why we're not going in there, because we feel like we're gonna get booted out if we say, you know what, can we commit to things here in some kind of way? This is what I'm getting. Well, yeah. Because yeah, he does feel single. And I think this is the type of guy you have to say, are you single? What are we doing here? And then if he goes, yeah, I'm single and we're just having fun, then you know where you stand, right? That kind of thing. Leave it open for him to make to say, because it will come off better on his end, is the sense I'm getting. But it's going to take a lot of strength for us to do that, but it will cure that one way or another. It'll cure that. So you just have to gain your courage to decide whether or not, right? Because I think what we're doing, I'll be honest with you, what I'm feeling is we're just going to take as much as we can until we get booted out. And you kind of don't want to be in that mode. You kind of just, you want to be up front, and I mean, they'll respect you more for it, right? Because if you get little bits like that, men can sense that quite highly, and then they tend to just kind of, those are the ones that, you know, leave you by the wayside. So I don't know. You'll have to make up your mind there, but that's what I see from above here is a lot of stress and anxiety on your side, but I'll tell you, this guy ain't stressing about nothing. So you got to communicate how stressed you are and see if that matters to him, and then go from there. If it don't matter, then you know where you stand, right? That kind of thing. Yeah, just try and be open and I mean, punch the wall before you talk to him. Get rid of the stress. Go for a jog, maybe. I don't know. That was in the picture. Go for a jog. Get that out. Yeah, it's not good. These guys, they kind of know. I mean, they kind of do know, um, to a certain degree. I mean, I'm given benefits here, but you know instinctively, and you kind of have to just decide whether or not you're worthy of all this stress, or he is worthy of all the stress. And I would say no. And the only thing you can do is go in there and say, look, what are we doing? You know, boom, you're going to get an answer. And even if he doesn't answer, you're going to know. If he don't want to answer, he doesn't want to hurt your feelings, then you know, what are we doing here? Right? So I'm not one of those people. I don't have the patience to sit and wait. Wait for answers, whatever. It's like, okay, on or off, off, okay, goodbye, and move on. And then you get into better things. And I'll tell you, the universe, they're putting out test after test after test. So if you fail, you'll be looping, like you'll be spinning. Your brain will be spinning. So hopefully that helps you. Again, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what I see from up there. And he's just really, he's got nobody telling him what to do. So you need to, not that you need to tell him what to do, but you need to open the door and say, you know, I'm not comfortable with where we're at. Like, where are we at? And blah, blah, blah. And hopefully that'll get you forward. But again, it takes a lot of effort and courage. It just takes that first jump. That's maybe your first jump in that way, to take charge and go in there and say, look, what are we doing? And after you do it, you'll be that much more like, phew, either you move on, or phew, we can go forward. So hopefully that helps, Loopy Loopy. I'm gonna put that hang on Sloopy. Isn't it Sloopy? Okay, so Loopy. Now, who is next if we're um yeah, I'm so far behind if people came in. There was another one in here, Heart's Love. Did you wanted a reading, I'm pretty sure. Hi. If she's still in. There it is, this Jackson. Trying to catch up on the feed here. Just give me a moment. We don't talk. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It is the best way. And sometimes, even when they don't talk, you know exactly what's going on. I mean, I'm bad for presuming, but you can tell body language and all that, right? We are smart people. Okay, so I don't know if heart, soul, or what was it here? Tina is next. Oh, okay. I know Tina. Okay, so we have time for maybe one more. So Angie, do you want to be the last, or was there another one? Oh, this Kimmy, Minnie, they were there too. So we'll kind of start shutting her down now. We'll have two or so more if whoever came in and asked, and then we'll shut it. Okay, Luby, then Tina. Okay, Tina, where do you want to go? I know what they're telling me. Thanks, Tina. Love you too. You're welcome, Loopy. There goes my cat. Okay, I'm going to just shuffle these out. Tina, what decks you want? I'm going to go with the Divine deck anyway. And they're telling me spiritual. But I know that's not what we want to hear. Okay. I'll bring them all in there. Okay. Okay, these are done. This one and what? This one. Okay. Ones that I didn't bring out. Alrighty. Yeah, I get so frazzled trying to come in and out. So I appreciate Andrea, you guys being in here, Tina too. Part of that, I'll have to make you guys, moderators so that we're not. Sometimes I don't want to put any pressure on anybody to have to be in when I'm in. It just makes it easier. But okay, Tina. Let's take a jug of water here. Oh. Yeah, I'm picking up on your energy already, girl. You're taking in a lot of information here. Buzzing. So either you may be getting downloads too, by the way. I don't know. Alrighty. Some pretty strong cards here. I have the Hermit. Give me a minute here. This is about going inside, figuring things out, communing with the energies, right? Yeah, Kimmy. Check out Kimmy, Andrea, if she's she. My cat's going nuts here. I don't want her to scratch up that door. Give me a moment here. We are feeling isolated as well, as the sense I'm getting. We're isolating ourselves, but on top of that, we're really feeling it. There's a lot of stuff coming in. I feel like your guides are trying to get to you. It's like they can't. It's like they can't get to you. Give me a minute. Sun card. We're managing to stay high vibe here, no less. Like we're trying to keep our spirits up, is the sense. And there's good things headed in our direction. It may not completely understand, because if you see here, we're isolating, looking, and then the good stuff is over here. So we're kind of in between. Here is what I'm getting. We're not quite seeing the high life, but we know we got to stay in that vibe. And we're not quite connecting with the universal energies, but we know we got to connect. So there's something missing here. Then we have the Death card as a transition. So I feel like you got, Tina. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle here. Just give me a minute. telling me to get rid of that energy. There's an energy here, either near you or you're working with, or something that tugged at you. It's got to go. Do we know what this is? I think we know what this is. Yeah, something blocking us from now. Something's blocking us from seeing. Like, we're still staying on top of the wave here is the sense I'm getting, but it's like we're trying to connect with energies and we're not. But we know something's weird here. Just give me a minute. There's a transition trying to happen, trying to transition you into the light, but there's something blocking you is what I'm getting. This ain't good. Yeah, we're stressed and anxiety. Okay. Now this is a whole other field of stuff here. We got stress and anxiety, right? Worried about the bad that could happen here. This is right on top of the Hermit. So, okay. Sense they're giving me is this isolation factor. We're going inside to find our guides, but guess what? We're going inside and we're focusing on all the negative. We're not we're not able to get rid of. On the outside, they said, this is what's going on. We're all sunshiny on the outside, but when we're home alone, this is what's going on. We're in fear, and we're not really connecting. We're just connecting to the fear. We're not connecting to the higher vibe here. The transition, okay. So this is like universal energies trying. This is the situation. We got to end this negative mindset and go inside and find our light. Now, we're going inside and finding stress and anxieties, focusing on it, so therefore it's blocking us from seeing clearly. 8 of Cups, this is what they're wanting you to leave behind. All this emotion that you put into the stress and anxiety, we got to leave that, all those emotions behind. But those are good because we work hard on those, but those are negative emotions. And they're going, and this is where, okay, this is what, because I was confused. 4 Wands, we know what that means. That's the love, the stability of a partnership. They're going, this is why we can't find it, is because we're stuck in our negative mindset and we haven't been able to leave it detached from that in order to get into, okay, bottom of the deck, they're saying. King of Swords, yeah, cut it out. Cut it out. This is so funny. It's clear cut here. What's going on that we're not? Just give me a minute here. I know you, Tina, but there's something. We understand what a negative mindset is. Why can't we get out of it? This is what they're saying. Cut that out. Cut it out, and we get this. We get the transition, we get the wisdom, and we get the sunny future with the 4 Wands. But this is what we need to. Are we addicted to stress? We're addicted to stress. Is it? Okay. I don't know who. Okay. You may. Okay. I'll give you a hint here. I've been doing this myself. Okay. This Hermit card. These are divine cards. This is divine energy here. We need to be alone to figure it out. We need to transition on our own. When we get by ourselves, we get a negative mindset. Okay. The sun, flip it over, music, all of these things, anything that lights us up, that's what we need to focus on. If we have anybody in our field creating this, we need to distance. If we cannot distance, we need to remove ourselves. Like, this is the thing they're going, it's going to have to, even this is what it is. It's somebody outside of us that's creating. It's like an addictive, either they have an addictive quality with anxiety and it gets us revved up, and then boom, we go home and this is all that floats. Because this is what needs to be cut away. What gets us spooling? Because they're showing me a spool and it's just rolling. It's just rolling down and it's all full of, negative energy. We are wanting to get to, we're frustrated. We can't even see a possibility here, and they're going, nope, because we get further and further away. Give me a minute here. That's why they wanted these cards. Okay, here we go. Do some damage. Because they wanted the messenger oracle here. We'll get in and see what we can find, because they're going, spirituality. Because there's something here now. We're healing. Are we healing? What are we stressing about? Are we stressing just about a partner? Because it's kind of, yeah, we just have to cut the mental anxiety now, right? We have problems with this, so we got to find better routes to deal with our anxiety, this kind of thing. It's all coming down to the wire. This is the last frontier to get rid of the right. Time to reflect, right? There's your Hermit card. Here we go. We're speaking again at the universe. Do not fear the unknown. There's the stress, right? What is it we're fearing? Are we fearing our gifts coming in? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going, yeah. There's something here with that. Focus and then act. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put that on the back burner, because they're just really wanting you to cut. There's a fear here of going too deep. Because it's like we're jumping into our gifts and creating fear where there need not be. Okay, your mom. That's hard. We may have to have a heart to heart, if you know what I mean, with the mama. Because, okay, I know too much here, but if we've got someone in an anxiety mindset that gets us riled up, we got to express to them so they can help us in some way, in a calm way, like not like where we're at the end of our rope way. Nourish the soul. Yeah, time away. And it's, yeah, we know this. Share your thoughts. There it is. That's what they're giving me. They're giving me, share your thoughts with your mom, because I'm having a hard time here getting through here. I can't stay positive. And mom, you're helping me with that. I don't need no help with that. I need help to stay positive. Can you help? Like, really plead with her from the heart, not from anger, because they're going, we did from anger when we get fed up, but it's in one ear and out the other, this kind of thing. Gifts. Okay. What else we got here? Time to ground, and we may be, yeah. Well, of course, with a mind, because I can feel it. It's like a waterfall going off in my head. There is no grounding. Nothing's attached to nothing. It's all just gone. They're trying to download. They're trying to upgrade. They're trying to do all this. And then you're trying to deal with all the stress. We may still have some healing here that we're not facing, is the sense. She will. I have to stay single, or she will. Yeah, we might have to. Ooh, it's hard when they're parents, right? It's hard. The only thing I would do is try and when you are the most grounded that you could be, when you get on your own, you hermit yourself, you get in that mode and you get all zen with it. You walk straight on down to your mom's place and you have a heart to heart with her in that mode and say, look, I'm having a hard time here, because she's going to understand from the inside out, right? In a certain way. She may kind of kibosh it, but you're younger than her, and you got like the expression, like, I wish I could just download her with all this stuff, because then it would be like we have to kind of fight here to stay afloat. It's harsh. But I'll tell you right now, Tina, you're going to have to create distance. There may be people in the same household, there's people outside, create distance and just let her know why it's there. That's, I think, what you could do. And then focus 100%, and don't worry. Don't play into the guilt trip. Now, if you're playing and feeling the tugs of the guilt trip, then you have to deal with that first. And I do feel we have a couple suitcases here to unpack in the way of still emotional. And I'll tell you, I've been feeling it over this time. I don't know, you've probably felt it. If your gifts are amplifying, you're either working through your gifts or working through your healing and advancing, or you're working through your healing and getting stressed out, right? So, because these things coming in, stop dealing with, what is that now? Stop dealing with it. You're hopefully not, because I think the most important thing they're going, priority number one is heal the feelings, period. Cry and feel the emotions. That's priority number one. Second is, dealing with our, like, trying to get down in our anxiety and whatnot. Because the anxiety is created by the feelings. So we get the feelings out and then the anxiety goes down. Then we start to ground, right? And then we start to go down that list. And all of that has to do with us doing that by ourselves. Because if we have too many anxiety written, right? Because we learn these traits from the parents, right? Wow. But there's great solid stuff here. But there's some stuff here. When they tell me you got to reflect on things, that means we got to still search our soul and bleed out a little bit of emotion here, yet in certain areas. And it's all in the area of the sunshine comes when we do this. Time to ground. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Hold on here. Are we making headway with nourishing our soul? Do we know what nourishes our soul, and do we go there and we feel relief? She gets sick when she's around you. Okay, hold on. There's something there. There's something there between the two of you. Hey, yeah. Just give me a minute here. I'm going to talk to big guys up there. They're going, we have to make our priority number one, is what they're saying. We first. Then we can go outward to mother. They're going us first. First, our emotions. Deal it out, feel it out. Reflect on what it is that we need to, because it ain't going to be far. They are showing me salt baths, so you may have to, like, jump in a tub with a couple salt bombs or something and just sit and let it, like, visualize the whole process wearing you right out, because they're going to have to. You are very, like, you're not wanting to be here. Hold on. You're not wanting to be here even, so we got to deal with that, right? There's a lot of stuff here with that. We have no anchors, they said. No anchors, nobody to anchors down. So self-care will do this for ourselves with no outlet. And of course, once you do that and you get zen, then your guides have a clearer path, because we are so ungrounded that we aren't even really connecting to the right. We're just connecting to buzz. We're just buzzing. Like, how do I express this? Because I'm seeing it visually and feeling it emotionally, but I can't express. It's like so much going on. Yeah, there's a lot of processing emotionally that needs to be done. So there's a heads up. And that all needs to be worked on to vent out. Not 5 minutes and then we stuff it. It's like we need to feel and let ourselves know why we're crying, like all of this. And if the mom is attacking us and feel, we need to cry that out as well. We don't stay in a mode where we hold that back either. So all of this is building and building, and not only with our life stuff, but the excessive stuff of the mom putting stress on us because you're not here. And we may have to assign someone to tend to her while we take a break. If possible. I understand that this, sometimes it doesn't happen, but some way here, we got to take the bricks off our back. A lot of heavy stuff here. We need to cut some areas. We know we need to cut these areas and leave the stress behind. Ooh, heaviness here, woman. Maybe you're the one that needs the energy work. Okay. I had to lower my vibration. Well, I think her perception of what's going on, I don't know. Does she know exactly? I don't know that she knows. Okay. So just keep going you're going in the right areas. It just because they're showing me, you know, how do you do? It's like you're going, you're hello out there, and it's like there's little leaves that get in like it's like all blocked up from you to the energies is what they're showing me. Like it's like a pipe that's full of leaves, and we need to blow those leaves out, and that's all that stress and anxiety. Whew. Part of this, I think, is you do need to figure out how to do this, because we've kind of worked through some energy fields here, but I have a feeling right at this point it's all going to just come. I could work on you, and then 3 days later come right back, because we're not working on our own top up here. We got to be in charge of that here, and this is what they're trying to teach you. But the salt bath, she knows that. What else can she do here? Okay, they're saying literal silence here, not even music. They're saying a need to do that. They're going, yeah. Are we still in the same house? Might be problems there, but or in nature during the day, maybe go out in nature and sit in complete silence, no phone, because electronics are highly. We have a lot of electronics around us that are buzzing us up too. That's creating confusion. Um, yeah. Nature is the quickest, fastest, they said. So, like, go hug a tree tomorrow for like a good half an hour. Okay. There may be something there telling her, back off a bit. But yeah, hopefully that. Okay. And just, yeah, babbling brook, yeah, that would be awesome. And then it's like, pooh, they'll snap back in, because when we get them, we get them. But we lose them real quick. We lose connection real quick because we go off. It's going to be a little more tedious for you to get a grounding routine, and um, a leveling out routine. I feel they're showing me a big black cloud, but we still get the stars out of the clouds, but they're going, but it would be so much clearer if we could clean our zone out, right? So, man, Tina, we'll have to talk, I guess, in the future here. It's heavy, yeah. Well, you're an energy worker too. Okay. Yeah. And just, yeah. I feel like you're all guided there. So it's just a matter of tapping into that, and things just maybe puzzle. They're showing me puzzle pieces starting to fall into place here. So yeah, it's more detrimental than maybe we're figuring, because I'm just I'm getting wired just sitting here. But there's a lot of good stuff, transition that wants to happen, you figuring out your connection, solidifying the connection is what they said. It's there, but it's like short circuiting all the time. And then the sun is on the other side of that, along with this four of wands, so it's all good. Yeah, it's just not feeling good right now, but we're on our way. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Tina. Okay, hearts love. Thanks, Andrea, for keeping me on. And then Kimmy, and then that's the night, guys. I'm glad I'm having action here, but it's just, yeah. Okay, here we go. Wow. Tina. Yeah. I'm sending you a package. Tina. Hold on. I'm sending you. My dude, he's going on Metatron. He's going over there. he's gonna, yeah, about 3 minutes or so there. Also got some native stuff. Yes, I do. I'm working on that, Tina. Thanks for. I got my native dude's going over there. My shaman dude. They're gonna help you ground out. Tell me if you feel any of that even before the show's over. 2 of them going over there. Yeah, we got to pull you back to earth. Okay. Thanks, Tina, man. Man, woman. I always say man. That's heavy, yeah. Yeah, she's a worker. Okay. Okay, Tina. Heart's love. Okay, what did we have here, man? Thanks for staying with me, Andrea. I know this is overtime here. Heard back from. Okay, I might have to go up in the feed here. Okay, great, Tina. Thank you. Okay, does Jackson want to tell me? Okay, so Jackson, working. Jackson. That's a nice name. Okay. Okay, Heart's Love, here we go. Romance. We'll get into his energy field and see what's up here. For your highest good and everyone involved. And I'll just say this, for those who didn't get a reading, if you want energy pump up, feel free. I'm going to do a little thing at the end here. I didn't plan on this. They're just telling me to help ground everybody here. We're all over the place, meaning some people are grounded, some are not. And I'm going to do a little session here quick. Get all my dudes. They're all lining up, you know. Wow. Yeah, energy work. Okay. Bonus. Okay. Heart's Love. Here we go. Jackson. Jackson. There's a song that I want to sing, but I don't sing very well. What is it? Jackson. Going down to Jackson. It's Cash, isn't it? Johnny Cash. It all comes through music with me. Oh yeah, new comments. Okay, I'm out of the loop here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. In a very soft energy from you. We don't have boundary problems here. Okay, cut. Okay, here we go. One. Okay. Heart's Love. First card we get is the Eight of Swords. This is the sarcophagus. Now, what that is like a a great despair and sadness, almost to the point of a death here. Now, if this isn't your energy, I feel it could be. Like we're in despair and sorrow over the confusion of all of this. If you are in that heavy energy, then this is the energy you're in. And it's explaining that, or someone outside of you is going through this. Joanna, thank you. If this isn't your energy of being sad, like this is very sad, almost like a death sad, then it could be the energy they're in. Okay, next card is the Three of Wands. Now, this is interesting because this can denote big steps in a relationship. I caught things here and there. You're saying something about, I don't know why I haven't heard. Now, either this usually comes up when we're about to make a big step in a relationship, move in with me, or begin dating, or move in, or get engaged, or whatever, like a huge leap forward in a relationship. And then all of this sadness. Now, the next card we get is the Ten of Wands. And that's about putting our best foot forward here. somebody's putting their best foot forward here so that they can get an energy, but it's like overall there's an air of sadness here kind of flooding the whole thing that we can't get over. But these are great, happy, wonderful cards. These are great, happy, wonderful cards. But the 10 of Wands here is about trying our best to impress someone, okay? Now, as we move on here, again, another sadness card. And that's about, losing of a relationship here. Did somebody, like, okay, this is beyond, when we have both these cards, is beyond losing a partner. This is like a death. You're welcome, Angela. Love and light back. I am sad. Because this sadness is beyond sad. It's sadness, it's depression, it's heavy. Okay. We may have been this weird I'm getting a sense of an introduction and I'm getting a sense of an engagement. If this is the same person, um it's conflicting energy. Or is this two people? Somebody was looking at the partnership with eyes of engagement, like we're going all the way here, and somebody else was like, "Oh, how are you?" Wanting to put their best foot, introductory foot forward. Now this is the 10 of Wands. It is the the end of, but it's still about introductory energies, trying to impress upon that person, when you're first dating and you kind of put kind of almost like a false front, but like a more squeaky clean front to that person where we just this is what I'm getting. Now the Empress, that's a mother figure. You may be a mother, you may have children, um or this person may have children, or a family. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about um somebody complimenting us quite highly, making us feel very good, complimented. So someone coming up to us and saying, "Hey, you look great." And it's like this side is that energy of introductions. And then we have sadness in the middle, and then like my hopes and dreams are all kind of wrapped up in here, partnership. Page of Cups. Okay. He's my emotionally aloof card, this guy. Now, I don't know, I get a soft energy from you. Like you may even be a water sign or have high water in your chart. Now, the problem with these things is that we can be somehow, how do you say, walked on quite easily for our energy field, because we are of light energy and compassion and caring, and people will um they'll dip into that, they'll get charged, and then they'll take off on that energy. And this is kind of the sense I'm getting. Now give me a moment here. Yeah, we're waiting. We had at some point here we had a lot of fun with this person, but they are just not mature enough to have a relationship, making us wait to a certain degree here. I'm just gonna pull a few more cards. It's really what I'm getting is just an aloofness of the partner. They just footloose, fancy free. They're not taking anything seriously. So the sense here is, okay, you're in Aries. Wow. You got a very soft energy for Aries. Um, the sense I'm getting here is this guy is just kind of, I don't know. The way the energy's coming at me. It's like we had a good first date, everything went well, and then off they went. It's like that. Um, like we had a lot of fun, and we were laughing and giggling. Like is the sense I get. You may have saw on, like, one side here is way more puffed up than the other, and I feel like that's your side. It's like, "We had a lot of fun, we da da da," but this person on the other side, they were very, they wanted to compliment you, it's almost like they came forth and complimented you as how they met, or they said something to you, um, you know, like, boy, you look good today, or I like your shirt, or da da da. And that's how he kind of broke the ice. And he, from there, was putting his best foot forward, and we thought that was a good, oh, yeah, we're lost. And he's just, the sense here is that someone's waiting. Now, is he, because it's on his side of energy here, I'm getting that this his side. He did try and impress you quite highly, but there's an immaturity level here in between, right? It's getting in between. So he may have to work through that, may have some, give me a minute here. I'm going to try and tap into what, because I know what you're feeling. I got to figure out what he's feeling here, because they're showing me that he's putting in an effort here and complimenting, but the Eight of Cups here, this card signifies a waiting energy. We're waiting for something. Is it from your end? He's waiting for you to do something, or is he waiting? What's he waiting on? So we're going to figure that out. I feel like he's not too high on ego either, really. Like, it's average, right? There's the moving away, getting in and going off in another direction. Six of Coins, equal give and take. Again, it's like he's waiting for something from you. Like, he didn't feel like you were given enough, which doesn't make sense with what I'm feeling. And Justice. Somebody felt there was an imbalance here, and I don't feel like you, well, you're telling me he left. Yes. He helped me first time. I'm waiting. Okay. So something about an imbalance here. And I am getting a masculine energy that feels like this isn't giving me what I need. Okay? I'm going to go to the infinity cards here. Just give me a sec. I got to get to the bottom of it. We're kind of looping. I think we're looping because he's a very passive energy when it comes to you, and I don't want to say that in an offensive way, but it's like he's passive and being like in the way of being young and kind of open, but I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. Just give me a minute. But there's something here he felt was imbalanced. So this is what I'm getting highly. He did not see on your side something that he wanted, is what I'm getting. Now, let's see if we can nail this with my cards here, because there's justice here in leaving. He felt justified leaving because he didn't get what he wanted. And you're clueless, and so am I here. So just give me a minute. Okay, one more. What is it? Okay. Power. Power in the relationship. That's a dicey card when we get to power. Now, that means usually that we can talk to ego. That can talk to, do I feel like I can, okay, just bear with me. I don't know if this guy's in this energy, but is this woman going to do what I want her to do, or is she going to do, somewhere here, he felt that he didn't have the power. Either maybe he didn't feel like he could communicate, or something weird here. Malice. Expansion. What? Did we have an argument with this guy, or at any point have an argument with this guy where he felt defeated? Because this is about wanting to lash out at someone. But I feel like the justice is here saying, no, we can't. So was he maybe holding back feelings here that he wanted to communicate but didn't, and just left? There's an expansion here. Yeah, this man is growing. And through this relationship, there's something here. It may be an ego and a power pulls here, like control. He couldn't control you, or maybe felt like he couldn't control you, or something happened here where we couldn't help. Okay. So I feel like there's some kind of animosity there because of that situation. There's an animosity there. And he felt, well, you said you both couldn't help. So he felt powerless in it. But there's an expansion energy that's saying that we're learning from this. 2 sixes, eh? And a 9. Now, whenever I'm given the number 69, that's about the balance of yin and yang within oneself. So the masculine and feminine energy within each person individual. This may be what's out of balance in this guy. He may have an ego, he may have control issues, and he may have a problem in dealing with all of that. So this, yeah, because the sense with the malice card coming out is like, the sense that I got was that we had a situation, kind of like an argument or something come out, and we just couldn't, so off we go. And I hate to say, but that is the reason. One, they felt powerless and emasculated, and they're not balanced in their masculine and feminine energy. So that was a hit, a high hit to him. Now the sense they're giving me is give him time, because he has to really deal with some kind of an ego hit that happened here. And it's all about the maturity. We're trying to mature this guy in a certain degree. And the more you leave him alone, the more he'll deal with it himself. And the more he may actually come around. Now, we wouldn't get this expansion balloon if he ain't going to evolve somewhat. And Justice here says that the universe is highly aware of what's going on here, and they're highly in favor of him going, because you don't want this guy coming back and being itchy with you during this time until he figures things out. You don't want that disrespect. So this is where they're going. This is justified because he's got a lot of emotions he got to deal with. He got to go away to do that. And the 6 of coins is he's got to think about what is equal give and take. And I have a feeling that this situation had to do somehow with that, or learning how to do that properly. So this is all coming back. So I'll tell you right now, this guy has potential, okay? But he needs time to evolve, and the universe is pushing him to evolve. And the more that you leave him, as hard as it is, the better your chances are to end up coming back in a warm and fuzzy at the end of the line here. And by the end of the line, I mean when he gets his strength back to come back into his ego and confront you, because there's caring here, and there's a lot of effort and putting, like, he really does, he wants to straighten himself up to come at you. So that shows that there's something here, there's potential. But he took an ego hit or an imbalance here in some way in his character, that he just couldn't face you and deal with it at the same time. Is emasculating. It could be. And if they don't know how, they got to figure that out on their own, right? And you want him to be developed in that way before he comes back. And this is all part of that process of growing up. So I'll tell you that the more patience you have here, letting him be, you distract yourself, do whatever you got to do there, because the universe is behind him taking off. He may not have done it with a lot of class here because he don't deal with his emotions, don't know how to explain his emotions, can't, but when he comes back, that may evolve and you may get the answers then. And I feel like they're going 3 months here. Lay low, stay cool. Distract, go in a different, maybe not a person direction, but distract, go, just try and loosen the heartstrings for that long, and he'll come back in a different mode. Because they're showing me anger and resentment, but it's not like it's directed at you. It's directed at his powerlessness. And he don't like feeling that way in front of someone he's trying to impress. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. But right now, what's paramount is his anger and his emotions, and he's got to deal with that first, and then the love come back. Yeah, I do feel he cares. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's just not mature enough to understand what do I do about it? How do I communication? We don't do that. So how long here? Let me see if I can nail this. Yeah, I think he cares. He wants to impress you, right? And that shows that there's something there. It's just we got to go and deal with all these emotions and then come back straightened up, because all these emotions are in the wrong place. And I'm going to snap at people I care about, and I don't want to do that. And that's why he's taken off. So in that way, he's smart. Look at that. Purity. That's what he's searching for. He's got to look for the purity within himself, clean himself up a bit emotionally, and then he can come back. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. It's a fine line at that age too, eh? Because you can, some guys, they'll take it as harassment. Some guys will take it as leave me alone. Like, I just need to deal with this, you know? But him, I feel like he just needs to kind of gain his power back, because I feel he lost face here somehow, some way. And I feel like that's what he's kind of running from more than anything. And then you showing support would be good, but I would leave the door open on his end, meaning let him come at you. If he comes at you, then you show that support 100 and try not to. But I mean, it's your free will. You use your instinct, right? Because you'll know it's hard when we care and we want to show we care and we feel panicky about, well, you know, I don't want to. But I think if you give him time and you don't harass him or be on him all the time, I think he'll just naturally come back. And then he'll have an answer or like a, what do you call that? Like a line of defense here. Or maybe not, or maybe he won't talk about it, but he'll feel better emotionally about things and he'll be able to invest more. Because I feel like if he comes back or you try and go to him, you're going to get kind of snippy. He's going to get snippy, because it's not because he doesn't care. It's because he's mad at the situation that made him look bad or lose face or whatever. He lost something there in front of you. Like it was like it happened in front of you. And he's like, man, I didn't with anybody but this one that I'm trying to impress. It was kind of like that. That's the feeling I'm getting. So just keep it in your heart, and they may not feel that or be aware of it, but it goes there. Well, I'm getting a sense he wants to come back. He just knows deep down, because males work differently than females, right? Certain times, right? And again, we're getting 669. So yeah, he's got to balance that part of himself, the aggression, and there may be a certain part of him that knows that overpowering in that way is overpowering. There's something here, like he's kind of aware, but this outburst or whatever happened there was kind of like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have, like something, he had an instinct, and then he's mad at himself for not listening to himself, his instinct, and not doing something to prevent it or whatever. So it's kind of like he's going to lick his wounds and then he'll come back. I do feel he'll come back. I just think he has to get right emotionally. And how long? They're saying 3 months, so I don't know. You can log that in. But over a period of 3 months, he'll calm it all down. It'll all be in a different vibration by then. If that makes sense. Now we're looking September, October, November, yeah, around December. And I mean, everything switches then, right? So, no, I feel he cares. He's just, he's had an ego hit here or something that took away his power, and he's mad because of it. And he don't want to deal with nobody because he's going to deal with people badly because he can't control his emotions. And he don't want to ruin it with you. So that's why. This is what I'm getting. He's waiting to get himself back to purity, whatever it takes to do that. I feel he does have a plan, or the universe has a plan, or they're going to wheel him into a plan, and then he'll just slowly come out of that, and then he'll be back. So just your best to kind of zhuzh up your life a little bit and just hold heart for him. I don't like to say people wait, but I do feel there's a caring here on both sides, and I think it'd be really groovy when it comes back. So it's just a matter of trying not to hold any resentment over that time. He's got enough on his own that he has to deal with, and then once he does, he'll evolve, so it'll be good. He'll be better version, and so will you on the other end. So yeah, try not to stress it. Pray or whatever you do to get through it there. And hopefully that helps. Okay. Hearts, love, that's awesome. Good stuff. Like, there's nothing bad there. He's just like men, they got to deal with their temper and their anger and their emotions, and that's what he's got to do. And if it's early enough and he does get a hold of this, that is a good trait to have in a partner. Kimmy. Oh, yeah. And then we're looking at the end here, right? Sorry, guys. I just gotta get out what we need to get out there. Okay, Kimmy. What kind of genre are we looking at? You got work, spiritual, love, or just any old way? I'm just gonna clear this card deck. Thanks, Andrea. You never know. You know, if you give them space and truly from your heart, give them space, you may hear from us sooner than you think. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Joanne. It was, right? Yeah. You're welcome. Good luck with that. It'll be good. It'll be good. We feel a lot on both ends, so it's all good. Yes, we will. Okay. I'm shuffling and we'll get to the bottom of things here. I got my own deck out, my infinity card. So get to the bottom of things. Okay. Okay. Queen of Swords, or King of Swords, sorry. Six of Cups. Six of Swords. The Empress, or High Priestess, sorry. Look at that. King and Knight of Swords. And the Four of Cups. Okay. Might have to pull more. Just give me a minute. You may be an air sign, or you may be dealing with an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay, I'm reading into things here. Okay. This King of Swords here, he's got, if you can notice, the bottom of his tip of his sword is broke off. So that's, he's not happy, right? About things. There's something here. A lot of times it's our temper that has come through. And yeah, big argument is what I'm getting. Okay. Six of Cups, this is about going out and drinking. Now we could be over drinking to deal with situations or stress, or this could have happened while we were drinking and not in the right frame of mind. Okay. Could have got into an argument here. Six of Swords talks about introductions with people and getting along. Yeah. We may have someone here. How do I say it with class here? That is not in the right frame of mind. Because the sense I get here is real sweet and great and understanding. And I want to know more about you. You want to know more about me. Yeah. This is good. It's interesting. I'm enthused. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. And here I get the opposites, like passive, like I don't care. Da, da. So I don't know if this is two parts of a personality or these are the two people. One person is intrigued, wanting to know, and the other person's kind of maybe partying it up a little bit more than the other and not straight of mind most days. We'll carry on to the High Priestess. This is someone who has instinct and knowledge but may not speak of this. We carry it inside and we make decisions based on this. Like they said, see things coming. Somebody saw things coming. That may be you or the partner. Knight of Swords. This guy likes to get underneath things to find out the truth, right? We are trying to find out the truth. So I feel like this is our energy. And then we have over here the Four Cups. I'm going to have to pull some more cards. Oh, let's do it. Well, they want to go here. The Four Cups is about, literally leaning over, accommodating someone else. Someone working really hard to accommodate somebody. But somebody here really not paying any, how do I put it? It's not like we're not paying attention, but I feel like we go off and party. Do we have someone who is a little faster than we are, is the sense that I'm getting? We have someone here that's a slow, steady, and the other one's fast and furious. Okay, this is kind of what I'm getting. And there's translations being lost in the mix. Okay, we're going to try and get underneath. I feel like we got two completely different characters here. And one that likes to party a lot. Am I hitting this right? Because this is what I'm getting. Or if we're not partying, we're out in an altered frame of mind. I'll put it that way. Now, is this something that's covert, or is this something that's out in the open? Okay. We got someone upset. No two ways. This guy's upset. This guy wants to get underneath. Again, sex doesn't matter. It's we're trying to get underneath the partner's motives. Why are you upset? Why are you doing this? Why? This is what I'm getting. Accommodating highly the partner. And it's almost like, yeah, we're running after the partner, but who's running after us? There's some instinct about what may be going on here. We may have to follow that. Yeah, there's a sense of being disappointed quite highly. Someone here is evolved in their emotional center and trying to convert that to another. I feel like that may be you. Yeah, there's that may be here, because the sense I get here is almost like an avoidance, like we're using, like, okay, in here it's about drinking and being with others and kind of socializing, but the undercurrent that I get is that we are um using this to get away from something else. So that could be in any form. It doesn't necessarily have to be the drink, but an emotional, yeah. I'm cutting. Six of coin, yeah. And I'm telling you, I mean, this is not an equal, balanced relationship here. I'm gonna get to my cards. Let's see what we get underneath here, because these are no bones. Get to the point. Maybe harsh, but sense I'm getting is avoiding responsibility in one way or another. We somehow here, someone's very accommodating. I do feel that may be your energy. Uh, we have an instinct that this person, there's something going on. We may not even want to look at that. But it's making us highly disappointed, yeah. And we're seeing the imbalance here highly, and we're now we're getting the courage to confront this person about, in an emotional way, about what's going on, what's going to happen. Well, yeah, we might, our, whoa, okay, whoa. How well do we know this partner? Because when you get the shock card here, like the what the F card, I'll tell you what I'm getting straight away, and we can start clearing things off the table. Is this person engaged or married, or are you guys engaged or married? They're going, no, not to them. But we may be engaged or married with someone else. striking out in this way, and there's an impurity here. Ay, 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 that's heavy. Somewhere here, there's something ending. Now, is this person coming out of a marriage? Strike can be about making a pass at someone and not following through with it. Did we get struck out in a different direction where we were engaged? Or, okay, just let me play this out here. Sometimes I just need to talk it through. It may not be this, but it's close to this. It's like we got struck out by a partner that we either wanted to marry or almost got married. We were shocked. That partner was shocked because they struck out, and then it created an ending. And is this where we came into the picture? They're going, there's a lack of purity here in coming forth. Yeah. Is this what our instinct is telling us? There's somebody else in the, no. Because I'm getting a weird scenario here. This may be our instinct saying something wrong here. Or were we hitting on a married person? Where was the partner hitting on a married person? Created a problem here. Whew. To have these many in a row is either telling you there's something coming up here that's going to end if it's not you and him, or are we ended and it came as a shock. This is kind of the thing that I'm getting. There's an imbalance here, no less. Okay, this is what I'm getting. A disappointment here and an instinct that something's going on. We want to come from our emotions and attack this. I feel like that's the purity that may be on your side here, trying to come forward to accommodate that partner, to find out what happened here. Or did we go forward and create a pass and got, totally locked out and we don't know why? Something here, somebody has to do with an engagement or marriage. I wonder if that's the energy of the partnership here, because that's a huge energy pool. And that might have come as the shock. I'm no longer. Okay. Yeah, there's something here spooked somebody. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to go talk to this dude and find out from an emotional center what's going on, what. Now, either you're going to go over there and you're going to find out something having to do here, but when we're talking partnerships here, now were we thinking this was marriage material and disappointed because it just all of a sudden came to an end? It was struck out, like, and we didn't see it coming. We didn't see this coming. That could be. Now, here's the purity. We're looking at that in a different light here. Yeah, from the emotional center of, see, there's nothing wrong with expressing your emotions to that person. In fact, it can help them evolve in some kind of way. Now, if we didn't get the shock, like if the shock wasn't what happened here, then we're going to get it on the other end of expressing, but there's still nothing wrong with going forward and expressing things. I do get a groovy energy here of introductions and accommodations, but I do also get a sense of an imbalance, like we weren't quite getting it the same on both ends, and it may be our perception here. What is with this card? I got to clarify this one here. I'm going to use this one to clarify. Bottom of the deck, they said, okay. The 2 is about confidant. Somebody who's a confidant. We may have felt great guilt. Somebody felt great guilt about this scenario and may have had to talk to someone. Now, this is someone in good standing, someone we can trust with whatever. Did this create a lot of stress for that partner to the degree that, I I don't know, something funny here that I can't quite figure out. It's not adding up. Because I think with what you're telling me, now if I'm feeding that in, we might have a lot of guilt here to the degree that we did not were we aware? Was he aware of the purity factor here is what I'm getting. If he wasn't, then this might be, it hit him profoundly more than one would figure, and that's why he ended it. He may be feeling guilty or something like this. Um, I don't know if there's an age difference here or what. They're showing me these two cards again here, the Knight and the King. So that's a difference of age groupings. Is this something that he was aware of? Okay, so feeling guilt. So was this because I felt like the person who felt the guilt was the one that kind of made it all come to a screeching halt. Is this correct? Like if you felt the guilt, did you kind of make it feel or make it come to an end somehow? Or because if that's the case here, I feel like the other person is kind of waiting in limbo. They're shocked. And if it's not, yeah, somebody went outward and talked to someone here of great standing with them. It's someone they could trust, and they just like, oh, I got to get this off. I can't, keep this in anymore. I feel like, yeah, there is a lot of guilt here to the degree that we had to end things. Does this make sense? You're willing to talk. I might not be picking up on their energy at all. Because I can't decipher who's who and what's what here. I can't, like, I'm saying here and there, but what's with the marriage? That's a heavy card. You know what? I'm gonna pull these back and then go from my deck again here, like shuffled new, because these, I'm gonna leave these out because I feel like that's the precipice here. We've had our heart broken in a certain area, but somebody wants to heal the emotions, right? So that may be you, right? What are the emotions that need to heal here? And I'm not getting okay, the reason I may not be getting these emotions because this person may not have, but I hate saying that. They may not have any attachment to this, but I don't see that I was getting a two energy here when they were showing the partnerships, like giving in to things, like putting a lot of energy in. Whoever that was, if that was you, then I am not picking up the energy of that person. But were we just I can be quite blunt. Like I'm trying to figure out here. You can't be both parties. So somebody here is trying to deal with their emotion, get the emotions from the other person. This person is upset. So you have to decide who you are. Because I'm going to break this down here. Because I feel like you're kind of both, encompassing both. I do want to find out more emotionally. And I am also upset. But this King of Cups here is very determined. But yet they're not in your field. It makes no sense. This is something weird here. So just give me a moment. Oh, okay. One. Consequences. Okay. 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 So what I get from here is we had this situation come down, this intimacy cross our path. I'm getting it. Somebody heard about this that wasn't supposed to hear about it. That's all I'm going to say there. Now, this other party. King of Cups, what emotions? There's a consequence here. Yeah, somebody's feeling this heavy. They do not like that they took your virginity. That's what I'm getting here. This person here, I feel like that's the other person. I hate to say this, but you guys might be twins because I'm having a hard time deciphering. And if you are, I don't know. Just twin path, man. It's bumpy, flipping ride. Self-worth. So this person, okay, this person on the outside of you, you want to know how they feel? Guilty. They're very guilty that they took your purity away. The sense that I'm getting is they weren't aware of that to a certain degree, or they weren't highlighted to that. They felt more guilty than they thought they would, something like this. It took away their self-worth. There's a heavy consequence for them on the emotional side. They don't feel good about doing this in that way. So I don't know if there's an age gap here or what, but they do not feel good about what they did there. So there's a conscience here, okay? We'll go one step further. The sense that I'm getting is you may have had a trusted friend, or you may have, I don't know who you told, but somehow somebody found out that wasn't supposed to find out. And I feel they found out that he took it, not somehow here. Somebody either made an educated guess and blew it out there or something. And that's the guilt that's hitting him more. If you two were the only two that knew, he wouldn't care. Not that he wouldn't care, he would care, but it wouldn't be as harsh as, because it's like now he's looked down upon because of this, is the sense that I'm getting. I'm just feeding an energy here. I feel like you might be twins, but because it's very hard. Yeah, so he's trying to, you want to repair it and he wants to leave because he's so consumed with the guilt of yeah. So I don't know if he understood, or he's like, I don't know what the deal is there, but the sense that I'm getting is this person didn't understand that they were your first, and now it's consuming them with guilt to the degree that they can't feel good about themselves, and they just want to leave because they don't know how to deal with it. You want to repair things and figure things out, but they can't deal with their own selves about it. So what's gonna happen here? So the Queen is about a married woman, but it's in reverse, so it's like, give me a minute. Power is about ego. Yeah. And a pass in reverse. So an incomplete pass here. Just give me a minute. Okay. Interesting. Okay, does this make sense to you? The sense that I'm getting from this other person, now this could be you, but I'm getting a sense is the other person. They were saving this for marriage and they didn't have the strength to follow through with that. And that's what they're feeling bad about. They didn't have the power to hold out. Does this make sense, Kimmy? Because that's the sense I'm getting here. Now, when we go back to your side, there's a need to want to repair this. We don't feel very happy at this point. This is in reverse. We don't feel like we're, all of this has created a black cloud we can't get out of. The sense here is that we may hear from this person on and off because they're racked with guilt, and then chill in reverse. So the sense here is we can't hold back from them. We want, and again, these little nods around the head this is a twinning, I think, or a high vibrational soulmate. where we got a lot of lessons packed in here. And one of them, this man was trying to, it's a part of his virtue path. He wanted to save things for marriage. Didn't want to cross the line, but he couldn't hold back. And then he is very, it's taken a hit to him quite highly. Yeah. This is what I'm getting. So anyway, these are about the notches on the head could be telepathic communication or a sensing or a feeling of empathy high that we have from the partner. I feel on your end, maybe more than them. I don't know that we're less evolved here, which is interesting. I think we're evolved both to the same kind of level, but different things are highlighted that we need to learn. On our side, we have a sense of our emotional center being quite um, in turmoil, and over here they have a grip of their emotional center. It's their physical things that got out of control, and then yeah, this feels like a twinning, and I'll tell you the on and off stuff. It just ain't gonna. And I'll tell you, I don't. If this is a twinning, you just wouldn't be able to hold back anyway. Somebody needs to talk to him and say, like this would you wouldn't end up being able to under God hold back. Uh So yeah, there's just guilt ridden. He has a certain moral fiber he wanted to come from here, and he couldn't stand up for that. So he lost all his power in himself. He let himself down by doing that. Even though it's a great and wonderful thing, it was his mindset. This I wasn't supposed to do this. Supposed to be married, and this was a belief system I had, or whatever. And you're just upset because you don't truly understand where he's coming from. And I don't know that would be expressed to you in the way I think he would try and express it, but I don't know that he would be successful in getting it across, like that it's his self-worth here having to do with a virtue, and he's running because he doesn't know how to deal with it. Does this help you in any way? I can't figure out what he wanted to. Yeah, because um but he changed his mind. Yeah. And I'll tell you, under God, that's just you can't. That's not meant to hold back. Like it's meant to have that pull so that you know. Uh, so I can't remember your question, Kimmy, as to what you wanted to know there, but that's the insight that I'm getting. And if there is an age difference, I keep yeah. You know what you can do is from you can imagine having a conversation with them that might alleviate some of it. I know that sounds goofy, but you can imagine having a conversation and expressing yourself and just let come what may, what comes into that field. I don't know if you're into third eye stuff like clairvoyance and whatnot, but sometimes you can create a connection there and you can solve things in that world that aren't here on the 3D, and it can alleviate some stuff. But the bottom line here is I feel he is upset with himself, doesn't know how to deal with himself, and he really does have to do that. Um, you're free to do whatever you want to do there. And I don't see him. I just feel he's very disappointed in himself, and he's trying to bring his self worth back up. So if you can help him with that, then maybe if you're getting feedback of a negative nature, because this card here can be kind of ominous of over emotional to the degree that we snap, or holding our emotions back till we snap. So I don't know if he's had enough time to clear stuff out yet. A lot of these guys, when they're in a mode of being in love, like truly in love, there's a lot of stuff that creates fear to fall into that. And this is um I think there's a recognition here that they know, but they wanted to do a certain way and they couldn't hold out their end, and they have very strict, rigid boundaries in that way. And I think that's what he's upset about. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps you. The bottom of the deck, protection. Yeah, there's a sense here that this, well, if it's a twinning, you know, that this is protected in some way universally. So from above, they're looking down, going, "Oh, let's make sure everything works out." And ultimately, what's the thing? I heard this lady on one of the videos say, how did it go? Ultimately, you don't miss out on the right thing. It will never pass you by no matter. So you just relax and just try and, express yourself as much as you can when you have that opportunity. Because I think from above here, you are somewhat protected. There's just a lot of turmoil, emotional stuff that this guy's got to go through, or whoever. Maybe a little bit of both, but I'm feeling more on this one side. And during that time, you can support him energetically in the background if that may feed some sustenance to you, if you believe in that stuff. Yeah, it is hard. Twin relationships are not easy, and sometimes they don't end up together because we just really have to be the best of who we are and make sure that we have our worth intact. And this guy has just not got his worth intact. So the this is probably a separation point. But again, you guys are protective universally. So we just, it's stressful and it's hard and it's, yeah, but hopefully that helps you. Yeah, I don't know what to say about high vibrationals. It's hard because you squash together to learn lessons and each one triggers the other and da 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 da. So I want to thank Andrea, sorry. Yeah. For keeping things in line here. Thanks for people who came in and whatnot. I'm going to be doing this once a month for Tarot Live, and then I'm gonna slowly here over the next month figure out another. I'll be doing another day for healings as well. I'm just gonna shuffle a few decks here, and I said I was gonna give energy to those who stayed or whatever. So if you're into that, please stay. If not, I'll just shoot it out there for whoever on the internet gets connected. That it can go. It can. It's hard to explain through time and space, but the way that we look at it, but it can go into. It can harbor in a video, and you press play, and it can be released again. So I will do that here now. I'm just going to move some of these and then take a good grounding because there's one person I had in here earlier. So thank you again, everybody, for trusting me, for giving you. And I'm going to turn this on. Just give me a minute. That kind of creates, it's not as good as in real life person. This thing really lights things up, crackles on the wall and the whole bit. So yeah, I'm going to ground out. I'm going to send some energy to y'all, healing, loving energy, and also to get rid of some of that heaviness if we have partners here that are, that we're separated from and whatnot. We'll lift that, make it easier to be guided by the natural process. Okay. Hey, Tina, you still here? Good. I'll give you a shot. Yeah, thanks again, Andrea, because it's kind of hard to do the readings when I'm up and I'm the way my mind works, I'm zoning in and then I got to zone out and then back in and then back out to the field and then back in and back out and back. So it helps me a lot. So I appreciate it. Okay. My first crystal ball. Andrea brought it for me, and we were in. I gotta tell the story, lighten things up. We were in Michael's, and I was by her side all through the bloody store, and there's a sale going on, and she's like, "Oh, I like that," and I'm like, "Oh, I like this," and I'm like, "Ah, no, I'm not gonna buy it," And then I think you were waiting. And I went out by the crochet thread, and then I got in line, and the little bugger, she snuck it in. She figured it out. Yeah, so thanks, Andrea, again. Okay. So I'm gonna ground out. Yeah, they're flipping gears. Here's Michael's here. Now. Okay, I got all my guides back, like they're all aligning. This is crazy. This hasn't happened before. Usually they'll come in and just give me a little essence. I did extra protection and extra grounding, and I'm going to do that here as well. For those people that aren't even that I gave reading to that are gone, they're going to get it as well. We're recorded here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a protection here and vocally go through it. I kind of, when I do my energy sessions, I kind of walk people through an audio what I do. So I'm going to do that here. So I'm just going to breathe deeply a few times and get into the zone. And then I'm going to literally ground my energy out. And I visualize roots going into the earth and then pulling that earth energy back up and then connecting to the sky, the heavens of the white light. So if you could do that as well, that the visual or anything you can add to that, or even just sitting in a beach somewhere or in the woods where you feel calm and at peace, because this is what I'm going to infuse is calm and peace. So we got somebody here. Well, we got one here with anxiety. Might be you, Tina, there. And then, yeah, and just creating a nice central line here where we're just nothing throws us off, right? Emotionally, mentally, this kind of thing. So I'm going to do that. I don't have my bowl or my dinger. I would do that here. So I have grounded and connected. And as I connect, I shoot out to all the connections that are connected back at me. You may or may not feel a tingling or something, or like goosebumps or something. You may feel that, or lightness of being anything, heat. And then you just breathe. A lot of times when you breathe in and you hold it and then you breathe out, there's more of a release there. To get you in that zone. Okay. So as I connect to your energies, I am shooting your energy connected to the earth center. It's a lot of people ungrounded in their mind. So this will drain the monkey mind. It drains the chatter, drains that. We release into peace and quiet or serenity, where we have just one word here or there, not jumbles of things going through. So I'm going to focus on clearing the mind here. It seems to be the most action needed here. So I basically rev up through my chakra system and energy and shoot it out to you. So you may feel something in the central, your heart, somewhere, solar plexus in that area. And then we start to fill, and the more that we enlighten, and again, you can use your imagination to enhance that, brightening in all areas. And filling the cavities, there's just nothing but white light. And literally feeling lighter, feeling happier, more joyful. And then when I fill the cavities, right, the body, mind is all all white. Sorry. They're doing different things today. They're showing me, like a helium balloon starts to rise. They're showing me all these people rising. So this is showing the lightness, right? As they go through. It's kind of more validation for me that we're getting there, that this is going through. So we should have people feeling something, or if you're self aware, if you're not, just enjoy it. May not know what it is, but you may feel like the effects of it as time goes on. Now, this energy will unfold within 8 hours. We may get some weird things happening, like giggle fits. We could get, or wanting to do things that are like childish, like not in a bad way, but in a way that makes us feel happy like a child, giddy like a child. We may want to invest in things like that. Don't resist that. That is the energy trying to refresh itself, trying to get that field working, moving and bubbling in that way. So that's something that we want to nourish. That if we get an impulse to do something kind of like a kid would do or whatever, don't resist that, because that's trying to higher your vibration, get you happy. Yeah, they're showing me the minors. So we're going into the brains here. And there was someone talking about smoking, and I'm going to get to them in a minute. And we're pushing, yeah, the patterning, the negative patterning here. So what I'm doing is going in there energetically and kind of funneling things into different areas. I keep it the microphone. We used to have a pathway going in the negative, the ditch. No, it's up on the bridge. We're going over this way. That is blocked off. This is what I'm doing energetically. Patterning to resist heaviness and whatnot. So you may feel micro dizzy spells, like a little, almost like a little zap. You may feel that, may not feel. You just may feel almost like a high. It's like I didn't take anything, but I feel a high, like that kind of thing. Lighter. Okay. And an ease into to Zen. I call it Zen, but it's like an ease into like it just be easy to relax. We just lay in the couch, in the chair, in the bed, and we just kind of soak right into it. This is how we're gonna feel. Very relaxed, very. So now I'm just pushing all that energy right out through the toes, fingertips, every little crevice that I haven't hit through the body core. Now we're grounding and centering. This goes very quickly for me. Um yeah. Okay, I think yeah. Okay. Sometimes if there's one here and you know who you are, that we brought things back to center there. Mm. I'm calling in all your guardians, your higher selves, your guides. They're all armed and ready. We're not speaking of this, but we can speak of this. We should speak of this whenever we feel. Take note of ourselves, right? As we go through. I mean, I know this. I need to hear this all the time. But they're going, yeah, the troops. So we're going to be, if we are not feeling connected, we are going to be introduced to that field quite highly over the next few days here. 3 days for the for the energy that I gave you to completely unfold. Um, and then during that time, you'll notice that your outside world, if you have a certain way of working, if this energy field went through, which I'm feeling we're getting checks on all levels. One here needs intensive, but we got that covered. Um, the rest, they're all checking it. It's all gone through. So you will find outside of yourself, your day's going to be more pleasant. You're going to run into better people, people that are more pleasantly. When you go in the grocery store, you're not going to run into that cashier that just don't want to say nothing, is having a bad day. You're going to run into the one, hi, how are you? Can I accommodate? You can be very accommodating, very, in your face, able to help you with anything, this kind of thing. This is going to be, your field's going to be amped. Okay, Tina, so for everyone in the room here, I'm going to seal that energy off. And then Tina, I'm going to continue to work on you just to let you know. But I'm going to ground out and seal everybody off. And I'm putting extra links to their guides and whatnot. So I'm tying that up right now. There's 3 for each well, there's one here with 2, but there's 3, yeah, connections. So it's like higher self, spirit guide, and then any, it could have been ancestors, if that, in the field that are really intensive. We get these people going, slowing me like slingshot, get them going way over. I'm getting 7 people, but it's only saying 4. But anyway, 6, 7, yeah. So you may find your dreams being a little more intense, a little different, more mundane, like kind of working on issues in your dream time that you may be kind of feeling like a real life up in there. Nothing weird, but kind of, they did mention that to me before as well. This is how they evolve us, right? When we're sleeping, and it's double time, right? And some people, it's just singular. I don't feel here, the bulk of the people that I've just sealed off here, I don't feel any problems of really getting in here. It's just our fields were not secure, is what they said, whatever that means. So now they are needing someone to do that. So you will have an easier time tapping into your intuition. You will hear it louder. You will see things clear. You may even get visions for the first time, or continue to get better visions, clearer visions, more profound visions. Your gut as well will be increased, twofold. They said it would be bringing that up quite highly. We're not going to be able to omit these inner promptings as much as we have in the past. And this is all beneficial to our highest good. Some people will be kind of taking this as like, I don't know, but trust me, it's good. It's going to get you where you need to go. So, anybody have any effects there? I don't know. Okay, nobody wrote anything. I'm going to continue. So there you are. I'm going to continue, Tina, one-on-one here. If you want to do it in public, or we can do it in private Skype session, or I could work on you differently. But I do want to seal up here with your guides and whatnot. They're telling me that we need to kind of do things separately here because the intensity of spatter, because what I'm seeing is your aura. Everybody else's aura is sealed up. Yours is, it's got spatters all over. It's like bacon grease coming out of the frying pan. Ouch, ouch. And we're getting uh um not clear advice from that. Like that's kind of, and it's like we can't see. So I know I can tap into you quite easily here. Just, I mean, I'm there, but I need water. Your crownish, woo-wee. Okay, I just left it open. Okay, okay. So we'll, I'll two-time your hair, your crown. Oh yeah, okay. Uh, okay. So what I'll do is I'll seal you up, Tina, here with your guides, and then we can continue on Skype. Andrea, I'll go with whatever guidance they give me there. So we'll continue on, and whoever wants to stay can stay. It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna separate the two. Okay, Tina, we're gonna work on you first. We're just gonna let her bubble. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hang on. This is new to me here. We're kind of like, it's almost like they're like, get the drills ready. We got to infiltrate here. It's like a shield's been put over you in some kind of way, though I don't feel as anybody doing this. It's a field that's created from our anxiety levels being extreme. Okay. This creates like it's almost like they're showing me the energy going out, creating like a little fiber, and then creating like wood, and then creating like metal, then creating like cement. This is what they're showing me how it's doing. So if this makes sense to you or not, it's like we've kind of created an anxiety bubble around us that has blocked us from connecting. Okay. This is yeah, Michael's your dude, I guess. That's why he's here. He's like uh and an unawareness that we're aware that we're kind of lost, but we're not aware of the, the 6 foot cement posts that we got to get through here. Okay, so and I'm getting, yeah, the head highly irritated here. I don't know if she mentioned that earlier or what. And that's where it is, right? So we increased that. We cleared that out, but I'm still getting headaches here. Like here, all around. Now, that happens when they're trying to accelerate you, but it also happens because of the. Okay, in here you should feel something like a release, like a something, because we cleared. We're working our way through the auric field here. And as soon as we get down to that bottom, I gotta rip your patterning out. Um, I don't know if you understand this or not, but I'm trying to walk you through here. Um, yeah, like it creates like a cement wall around us. Okay, this is we're just like burning all that up. Not ever going to give you the chance to do that again, is what I just did there. I just ripped the patterning for that. Can't go there no more. So if we go back there, we get lost in the negative, and we're not even a negative, but we get lost in it. That's how detached from everything, the energies that we are. Don't know where that came from. But what they're explaining to me is ourselves with all that energy, right? We got to be careful because we have all this unprocessed energy. How much of that's left? They're going 30% here or more. We're tapping in, but we don't release. We just kind of let it overflow, and then that's it. Stop it. We got to give in more to that. I probably shouldn't be filming this. But they're telling me to go. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. You tell me why you want to go on Skype here, Tina? Because they're asking me to pull some stuff, and it's heavy. So I could finish the session off here if you want, and I can hook up with you here offline. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay, we'll do that. Now, Andrea, so give me not even a half an hour. Okay, whoa. Yeah. I just got to reground here. If you're still here, Andrea, trying to tap into your energy here. Okay. It's just open. You're all good. Andrea, my crown is tingling. Yeah, because it's working. You're there. There's no problems there. Now, just give me a minute. Yeah, you have two here that are connected along with the rest of them now. Yeah, we have our days, they said, right? Because they're showing me like wide open and then punk. And it's not because it's a if we yeah, it's a little bit of a negative. If we get into our anger and aggression, it shuts that down. We cannot have the two cannot coexist, cannot have a connection with the divine and be in a right. So that's all they're saying. We kind of logically we can understand this connection dissipating as anger grows, right? One of the things they were saying to me, dealing with the crown and whatnot. Me a minute here. Somebody's trying to. Okay. You know what, Bumblebee? Just give me a bit here. Yeah, Andrea, that field is open to you. They're saying we don't notice when it's open. It feels okay. Just let me translate. Feels natural to us, but we know there's supernatural things going on. Then all of a sudden it's gone, and it's like, do we get mad because we notice it's gone, or do we get and cut it out that way? Because Give me a minute here. Your higher self and your one guide are working. The reason you don't have 3 is because of the will in there somewhere. It's just, I don't want that much going on. There's something there about a boundary here. Only so much can I take this kind of stuff, right? This is still lingering, but we're learning more, like we're seeing that more is what they're showing me. So the more that we evolve in these areas, the more people will be there for us to work in that way, and they're looking forward to the third eye stuff. We're dipping into that already, is what they're saying. So yeah, it's all flowing. So your guide and your higher self is what is there, and Uriel. Does this mean something to you? This angel specific to you? You feel something about this Uriel here? They gave me that name. I don't know who he's in charge of there. Like what his deeds are. Okay. Well, like they're saying, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to chat about that, I guess. Because it's almost like they're showing me you being happy and going along with the abilities, and then when they're gone, then we get frustrated. um and that can be a loop, but we're spinning out of that. They said we are recognizing more our abilities, and therefore more opening more than we used to be because of our belief system. So okay, Bumblebee. So G is either a partner or someone that you're wanting to know. I'm going to grab some cards here. 3. And then I'm going to have to go here legally because I have someone I got to work on here. It's kind of time sensitive. The 2 of Cups came out. Yeah, look at that. You can see it, eh? 2 of Cups came out reversed to me. So this maybe a soulmate judgment. You're welcome, Andrea. It is hard though, I know, Tina. It's like you need validation. You go out there and it's like, even like I gave an energy report to a lady, and getting the validation is like, oh, because what you're seeing is, you get used to that vibe, but until you get the validation, it kind of like we shouldn't be like that, but yeah, it's a training wheels until the training wheels are off. You're asking about someone, this G person, when you interact next. So is this to me or them? Them, okay. And judgment is in reverse, so that would be backwards to them. Okay, give me a minute here. 2 of Cups, that's a soulmate union, a bond, a close mental connection, deep soul connection. Judgment in reverse. Judgment is about a decision. If it's in reverse, is unable to make that decision. So there may be holy. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Okay, now I'm coming this way. 5 of Swords about great stress, about a decision that hasn't been made, is the sense they're giving me. So somebody here hasn't made up their mind what they want to do in this partnership. And because of this, creating the other one, great sorrow. That's a given. Yeah, Six of Cups. This may be someone that we've had previous dealing with, or someone from a past parallel life. Someone that you feel it's greater than a high connection with. It's very deep. And pull one more. You're wanting to know what? Really, we can't make any decisions here because that other person hasn't made their decision yet, is the sense here. We got a deep soulmate here that's creating a lot of stress on one end, but somebody doesn't know if they want it or not. One. Death. So transition is happening here. I don't like leaving it on that. 3 of Coins. Work has to be put in here in some way, shape, or form by that other person, not by you, but by that other person. They have to work to put in effort. The ending will come if they do not, is the sense that I'm getting. You will feel guided to do what you need to do. This is a deep spiritual connection beyond just dating and casual partners type thing. What's going to happen? I don't think that person knows. But the universe is pushing them to make a decision. There's an imbalance here either way. If you know where that sits, that has to be leveled out. Whoever is not putting in the work has to put in the work. The sense I'm getting is that person that has to contact you, they have to contact you. That's the extra work. They have to push to come at you. If they're dealing with ego and things like that, keeping them from doing it, then this is going to transition into another relationship somewhere else for one or the other. I'm going to pull one more card here. Bottom. They said, ooh, there it is. Ten of Swords is about someone stabbing us in the back. So either this person did that to us to create this sorrow, and or we did that to them and having a hard time coming back from it. There's something here that was done on purpose to the other partner to hurt them, is the sense they're giving me. Out of control, they said. Things were out of control. We got hurt. And now the comeback, somebody has to put work in here to make things come back. 4 Cups. And 2 Wands. Yeah, the decision has not been made. 4 Cups is about egos and about shiny things. So you may have someone here that I don't know who bit who here or who, but there was some kind of treachery in the past where someone got hurt, highly disappointed by this partner, one or the other. And because of that, a judgment was made at that point. And in order to create balance, this person has to come back and create a new energy field, transition out of the treachery. They have not done this, is the sense I get. They have not put the work in to fix this. They haven't even made up their mind if they want to fix it. They may actually want to go in a different direction altogether. They haven't made up their mind. And not only that, they don't know if they truly want. Now, this does. Yeah, well, the universe going to show them because they're not figuring it out on their own. So the Tower moment is something shocking that will hit them, that'll make them make the decision, because they can't make it on their own. Somebody made a decision and now is needing to made a decision to hurt another partner is the sense I get. And now they have to come back and apologize. They're not doing this, or not willfully anyway, or it's not in priority. And there's a transition that needs to happen here. We either got to transition out or transition back in. Nobody's making a decision. So the universe is going to throw a few towers, is the sense that I'm getting here, Bumble. So that person has to decide to come in and make amends. If they do not, then we just carry on, is the sense. We have the freedom to carry on here. Um, yeah, and ultimately what can we do until they make up their mind, right? The sense here is they got to make amends, and the universe is really giving them guidance to do that. Put in the work, and it is their choice to do so or do not. And I'm confused about this card. This is about, it can be about the ego. This can be about Four Cups, about things, refusing things that are being brought to us. This may be you to them. We're refusing, not wanting to, and of course the singing bird is the one that can make them happy, but they're looking at all the porcelain things that can't do nothing for them. They're not live, chirping bird. Like, that's the moral of this story is, this person's attention is being brought upon by, so we may have someone who is caught up in something other than what we give them. And this may not be what feeds the soul, but it is something that they're going after, and that may trap them. And the tower will fall here to line this up to where it needs to be. So again, universe taking care of a lot of stuff here. So just sit back and have faith in what you want for yourself, what you will accept for yourself, and know your worth, and just let everything fall at that time. Because if you don't get apology from this person, is this someone that we really want to spend time with? Someone who cannot come to us from a humble heart, that kind of thing, or admit wrongs when they're wrong, or realizing wrongs, period. Uh, I think you need to focus on yourself, and then whatever comes will come. Just let things fall. Yeah, I can't give you I can give you advice, but ultimately what happens, you got to search your soul for that. The sense here is that person hasn't done anything to deserve at this point. But they could call you tomorrow and apologize and solve things, and I just, it wasn't here today in the energy. So you really have to decide what you want and what you will put up with, and then you just create that barrier, and then let them walk into it. And either they walk into it in a positive mode or negative, and then you make your decision from there. Yeah, so the universe is going to be throwing towers, I'll tell you that much. Things got to change, I'll tell you that much. And it's coming. And I feel it's more on the side of the perpetrator. The person that hurt the other person, that's the side that the energies are working on to get them to do the right thing. They choose not to, that is their choice. It's just your choice of what you will and won't put up with, right? Where you are on that path. Because some people, they have to put up with a lot of crap before they learn the lesson. And where you are in there, don't know. So hopefully that helps you a little bit, teeny weeny bit of insight there. Hopefully that helps you. Okay. Uh, no decision's been made on their end. The universe is going to push them into a corner. How they come out will decide the fate, really, of things. Kind of like you don't have to lift a finger. You don't even have to make a decision. It'll be made, and it'll put them in a position where they see more clearly, is the sense they're giving me, what they want to do. If they don't see it clearly now, they're going to be put in a position where they're going to see it clearly. Oh yeah, this is crystal clear. I'm going here. That's what they're going to do. Perpetrators. Well, I'm using that as Like I'm overblowing things. I'm exaggerating highly. Yeah, and egos, they got to be dealt with. So hopefully that helps you in some kind of way. Okay. Yeah, egos, they got to be humbled over this time. They got to be balanced. If we are all in our ego and that is what leads and runs things, it's just not gonna, it's gonna be bumpy. Well, they can have their ego, but they're gonna be awfully lonely. They'll have, money and things, but their heart may not evolve. And that's a choice that they make. And, you got to kind of respect that and not try and, if that's the road they want to go down, that's the lesson they got to learn in this life. Some got to learn that still. You may have past lives of doing this over and over and over again and making the same choice, same choice, same choice. And a lot of what universal energies now are trying to do is break those choices that we've made over and over and over. We don't learn. This is what they're trying to do. So I'm not trying to feed you to do or don't. Use your gut and just make sure that you go after what you want and you don't settle for anything but what you want. And if they do the same and they end up in a different area, then you just go in that different area. I don't know how to say it. I'm trying not to take free will. I mean, I'm going to have all the opinions I want, but you're the one that's got to walk that path, right? So, but from the highest vantage point, I get a neutral here. Nobody's made up their mind. They don't know. So I can't even make a judgment because they can't. Right? So that's where I'm sitting. So hopefully, yeah. Well, you never know. Sometimes people can be in that mode and still be messed up with their ego. They could want that, but not know how, not be successful in carrying out a relationship. They may want to marry you, but not know how, the first thing of how to carry out a relationship. So that's something to keep in mind. Right? I mean, I could want to, how would I put that? Without getting caught up here. It's, yeah. It's like, I don't know, I can't give you an example, but it's like being unprepared. We could want to do things, but if we're unprepared for it, it's not going to be fun. So that's the warning, really. Just keep your eyes open for results. And again, actions speak loud. They do. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm out of here. I gotta do some energy work. It's getting late. I see a neutral. I don't see. Well, I'm not gonna tap in anymore. You know what? Catch me the next time, and we'll talk more because I'm kind of drained here, and I got more work to do. So I'm gonna have to toe the line here. May have to look back. I didn't tap in too much other than, yeah. I'll have to cut it off here. Sorry, Bumblebee. I got some energy work to do. Okay. Thanks. Take care. I feel like they might not have learned their lesson, is all I'll say. Okay. Alrighty. So take care, guys. Sorry, I'm just kind of right out of it. Not really here at the moment. So take care, have fun, and be kind. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Tina, I will see you in about half an hour. Let me ground back out. If you're up, or we could set another date here, but I'll get a hold of you here within 20 minutes. And thanks, Andrea, again for everything. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys soon next month. And then if we get enough demand for some energy work, I will go from there and do an energy night and a live night, tarot night. This one was kind of, I didn't go micro. I went full on, but and everybody benefited, so that's good. Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care. We'll talk later.